You are listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair and Mazz in the midday.
And Mazz
in the midday.
What's up, party people?
Yeah.
Anybody get that Community reference?
I did.
No.
I know Ben watches Community, so that was a
Love
nice
that
little
show.
Community reference. You never watched Community?
No.
Great show.
Is that the one where like there's like different stages to like heaven and like the bad place? Or like
No, that's
no,
the good
that's
place.
the good place.
That's the good. I got
Community
no
is the one where there's a bunch of people who are like, you know,
Yo, Ant, do we hit
downward
him with
out in life, and they're in the community college.
Do we hit him with the Troy and Abed?
Troy and that's why I hit him with the Ant and Mazz in the midday.
I like that.
Not the Troy and Abed in the morning.
I like that.
Welcome back to another Ant and Mazz in the midday. Anthony Cafone, alongside my co-host Brandon Marazzo, Ben Giroux, Connor Cupid, Bren. Maybe the last time we see him for a while again.
Ben, come on.
Dude, if I were you, I wouldn't be talking. You had class complications
Time out.
You had class complications
But I still would have made an hour and a half of the show. You can't even make an hour.
I can make 15 minutes.
Exactly my point. So
Hey,
don't
man.
come out. Don't come on here at me like that. Who do you think you're talking to? Unbelievable.
Didn't you text Ant saying,
Time
I have
out.
class."
Time out. We'll get to me. All right, but take the heat right now. This is on you. You're not even going to be here the entire semester.
How was I supposed to know that we're moving to Mondays?
Dude, why wouldn't we move to Mondays?
I don't know,
Exactly.
man.
What can you think of a better way to start your week than Mazz in the midday on a Monday?
I can't think of anything else.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it sounds great, but you
So
know,
if it sounds great, why wouldn't you think of it?
because I did my classes last semester, man.
That's your fault for not knowing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to,
Absolutely.
Travel
last night,
time.
I wake up to a text from Mazz saying, "You up?" And this was at like 4 in the morning. I go, I'll text
It
him
was
back in the
not
morning.
4 in the morning, dude.
You
It
know,
was
you-
12
no,
it
you
was
did-
11:50 at night.
All right, yeah. But I woke up at 4 in the morning. That's what I saw.
Fair.
Then I text him back. I call him back at 10 o'clock this morning and just saying, "Yo, what did you call me about?" He goes, "Do we have a show today?"
All right, listen.
And I'm like,
All right, let's just get to
yes.
it. Let's just get to it. All right, Schmuck of the week. No more anticipation. For the first time ever, I don't know how this person's gone this long without catching one. It's me. All right, it's Mazz. It's Mazz. Mazz is the Schmuck of the week. What happened?
Congratulations.
Let's see. I messed up the scheduling of our.
There we go.
Listen, I messed up the scheduling of the show, right? I thought I didn't have class. I thought I got out of class at like 11:45, and I could be here for 12 to 2 on Mondays. Turns out I got class till 12:30. So we're trying to do the show 1 to 3. Hopefully we get the slot. Did we get the slot? Have you even talked to anybody?
I texted Jake. Haven't heard back, but I will be continuing to
Adjust the situation.
Try to get out of her. But
So
Mazz,
anyway, I messed
absolutely,
up. I messed up. Completely messed up. I fumbled the ball. Just call me Clyde Edward-Hilaire. All right? Like,
Wow.
thank you.
Call you Zeke, actually.
Zeke don't fumble like that.
2020, bro.
Dude, stop it, dude. You had who's his running back? The kid Drake, who's just
Kenyon Drake.
yeah, Kenyon Drake.
Drake's
Who's
he's
a
my
running
running
everything.
back now. He's my running back.
Good luck with that. Anyway, you don't get to talk smack when 2 is your quarterback.
I have a question now.
What?
Does the new show slot being 1 to 3 help Ben's case?
No.
Doesn't.
No,
Does
it
it hurt it
doesn't.
even more?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
So there you go, Ben. Anyway, and then I forgot that we were doing like in the back of my mind, I was like, I got home from a family barbecue, and I'm like, it is Monday, but it's Labor Day. Are they gonna let us in here? Of course they're gonna let us in here. Why wouldn't they let us in here? If you want to come, come. And that's what happened. So I called Ant this morning. I was like, yo, we have a show, right? He goes, yeah. And I went, oh boy, I'm on my way. I jumped right out of bed. We got a little barbecue with our good friend from Match Week, RD later. So I made Kiara get dressed, my girlfriend, and then we just scooted on down here. And yeah, guys, I fumbled the ball.
he
All right, I
was-
don't know what more you want me to tell you.
Hustling here. You could see as soon as he
The
came into the
heavy
studio today
breathing
at
went
11:57, he was
It's
gassed.
the most running I've done in 3 years.
He's wearing
that's
the,
such a lie,
You're
dude.
wearing the Hopatcon wrestling shirt. You brought out the athleticism today. We truly appreciate it.
We
I
are
li-
still
commend
at
you
I
for that.
literally
But you're
just
still
need-
schmuck.
I just knew I was going to be sweating running over. So, like, the shirt that I'm wearing to the party, I didn't want to get ruined. So this is just a little backup
That's a
shirt.
cover, too.
action,
What are you
know?
wearing at the party?
Little soccer jersey,
Oh,
Oh,
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo
Oh,
jersey.
he's appealing to the
it's
crowd,
actually
Ant.
a Neves thing.
Ant, he's
You
appealing
know.
to the crowd.
Not
So-
the 4th best player of all time.
Not the who
Ronaldo.
Dude, I can't stand you guys. You have no clue what you're talking about. This guy's over here talking football. He ran track in high school.
Listen,
Who even is he?
I just watched 3 episodes of Wrexham, so I know what I'm talking about, all right?
Can you even tell me what country Wrexham's in?
Wales.
I'm impressed. Can you tell me what division they play in?
National League.
No. From there's different flights to professional soccer.
Yeah, National League.
Okay, so which one is that? Is that the first? Is that the
The
seventh?
bottom of the total poll.
Which one is it?
I think it's
Give me a number.
5.
It is 5. I mean, can we get a round of applause here? He just
Dude,
killed it. Yeah, you knew.
Is Anthony Soccer Whiz here?
I'm
No,
new soccer whiz
no,
here.
he has no
I know a lot more of soccer than Mazz does.
Oh yeah, no, I just
And
I
who's
just
the best
don't.
all time?
Right now it's Pele.
I'm fine with that.
Then probably I go Messi.
Over Maradona, you have no clue what you're talking about. Don't even get me. I can't.
man.
I can't. No, I never go on match week. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I don't watch soccer. Nothing. You know. And keep it going. all
Hey
right?
man, it's funny to get you worked up.
Dude,
Hey,
don't get me started.
He's had a long morning. He can't be.
He
razzled
ran all the way
anymore
from
than
Red
he
Hawk
already has
to
been.
SCN.
At least I had a Monster on the way over, and I
Wait,
stopped.
sugar free or a regular?
Sugar free.
All right. So,
Ooh.
all right,
No,
you're not-
we're
if
good.
it's a regular, you would be even more.
I don't like the sugar monsters.
You'd probably
man.
rip
They're
all of our
gross.
heads off.
You know, so I would just be losing it over here. But I gotta be honest, I'm not in the mood for this. I'm not in the mood for this Ronaldo ridicule. So let's keep on moving.
Andy
But
Dalton.
A lot of big news happened
Andy
this
Dalton.
week in the NFL and the NBA. But first, the biggest news out of the NBA: Donovan Mitchell to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah,
Who called that?
shout out
And
Ant for calling that, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's usually your segment, but I'm just gonna give it to you because nothing else has really happened this week, and that call was amazing. Go ahead, Ant. Give it to
Dog
yourself.
of the week is myself. I mean,
It
Maz
has to be.
Maz
No,
awards himself Schmuck of the Week. I reward myself Dog of the Week.
No, you deserve it because Ben, be honest. You're probably our. I don't know who's a bigger NBA fan, me or Ben. I think we're up there. We're definitely the two bigger fans in the room.
You know more than actually Connor's
Connor's
actually
up there.
close-
No, Connor's
Connor
just
just
very.
knows
No,
everything.
actually, you know what? Connor has probably more knowledge about like rosters and stuff than you do.
Yeah,
I think we should put that to the test.
I want to see
We'll do
that.
How
that
would we
next
put it to the
episode. Next
test?
episode.
Next episode, that's where we're going with the. You know how like they always do with that Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Who he played for?
I'll
Who
just
he
say, like,
play for?
Who's the sixth man for Sacramento?
Right now,
Let's
it's
think about this
probably
one.
Marvin Bagley if he's.
He's not in Sacramento.
No,
Where's
he's in
he at?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Boom!
Forgot all about the trade.
Connor wins.
Listen, that just happened. That just
That happened last season
I know.
at the trade
But,
deadline.
I know.
Yeah, but like we were saying, all you three are probably the most knowledgeable.
I'm going to
about
be honest
basketball
with you
than
guys right now. We make fun of him a lot here. Connor's probably just the most knowledgeable in terms of quantity of sports. Think about this. This guy can tell you the third line for a hockey team. We can't do that. Right? He's up there with us with football. I say Ant's probably number 1 at football, but Connor's right behind you. All right. Connor knows his stuff. I'm not saying Connor doesn't know his stuff. So you got to give it to the kid.
Let's go.
But
This is my serenade.
Who was the one that predicted the Donovan Mitchell trade?
That was you.
Yours
That was
truly.
You. Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago.
What was the details for that trade?
So Donovan Mitchell is going to Cleveland.
I know it was Laurie Marketing.
Yep.
Yep.
I know it was
Colin Sexton.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 firsts.
3 firsts and 2 pick swaps.
And there was another player involved in it as well
I'm drawing a blank, probably because
What,
he
for,
rode the end
for
of the
Utah or
bench.
for Cleveland?
for Cleveland.
I don't think Cleveland. I think that was just Sexton and Marketing.
No,
No, there was
somebody
one
else.
more.
So Rudy Gobert got more picks than Donovan Mitchell?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Minnesota.
Which
huge
is
L.
absolutely insane. I don't know why Minnesota still did that trade. That was ridiculous.
Minnesota.
They might be the biggest like schmucks at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Just for like, look what. That's a haul that I would expect for a Kevin Durant, not a guy who averages like 12 points a game.
Does he even average 12 points a game?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be 15. I might be selling him short here. But, like, I understand he brings the defense, but, like, we saw him get completely isolated in the playoffs a couple years back by the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see... I see the value in a Gobert. I don't see that much value.
Oh, yeah, of course. When you're mainly a guy that plays on one side of the ball, you'd think they won't get the same value as a guy that plays on both sides of the ball, quite like Kevin Durant.
Oh, by the way, sorry, the third player in the Donovan Mitchell trade, Ochi Agbaji.
Oh, he was their 13th overall pick.
their
this
first
past
round
year
pick last year.
from Kansas.
Connor, did you know that?
What?
Have you ever heard of that guy before?
Ochai Agbaji.
Dude,
Pretty sure, yeah.
He was solid at Kansas though. I mean,
Yep, you got me there. I'm
went
not gonna.
13th.
I'm not even gonna sit there and try to tell you that I pay attention to college basketball outside of the tournament.
I mean, he went 13th in the draft. I mean, he had to be something. You know?
Yeah, he was. All right. I'm sure he was good. I'm not the guy to ask on it.
True.
So this Donovan Mitchell deal is huge. We were saying Knicks or Heat for the longest time now. What does this mean for the Cavs? I'm going to start with Connor.
Well, they're good now. They're set. You got Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, and Karis LeVert.
Isaac Okoro.
They're set. Who's the sixth man out of that group?
I would say Karis, honestly.
That actually probably
It
makes
might
sense.
it might have to be Karis LeVert.
They'll make the playoffs. They'll definitely make the playoffs now.
Do you think they're a top 3 seed?
Oh, no. I don't think they're a top 3 seed. I don't know. We'll find
Listen,
out.
if Donovan Mitchell takes that Utah Jazz team to a 1 seed in the West,
That is a fair point.
it's not a far reach to say that the Cavs can be a top 3
Fair,
seed.
because Jared Allen could be Rudy Gobert very easily.
They
You know what I
still
mean?
kept Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
He's like
Kevin
a
Love be
seventh man
starting-
now?
You think he'll be starting power forward?
Absolutely
No.
not. No,
It'll be Mobley power forward, and then you
Mobley's
put,
starting.
You put Love
The
on
Jared
center
Allen
then?
plays center, yeah. Not.
Okay.
Kevin Love is,
I think Love could be the first or second guy off the bench.
he's like the seventh man,
Who'll be
yeah.
playing the 3, you think? Okoro?
Yeah, Coro.
It's got to be Okoro.
Okay.
I mean, think
'Cause
about
he's
it though.
defensive.
You could go small, right, and play LeVert.
LeVert's not really that small though. He's 6'6".
Yeah, I know, but like, it would be like a smaller lineup because I feel like they
Yeah.
don't have that much strength
But-
compared to what they're capable of. They're one of the taller teams in the league.
Okoro's 6'7".
You know, I know they just lost Markkanen, but still, they got to be up there in height.
I mean, Markkanen was playing their 3 last year, and he was 7 foot.
And whenever they want to space things, you can bring in a Kevin Love and knock Mobley down to the 5. Like, listen, they got a lot of different
They
looks.
can play around with a lot of.
I'm telling you
rotations.
guys right now, I don't know about this next season being top 3. The year after that, absolutely.
Mhm.
If they could keep everybody, I mean, this is looking scary for Cleveland.
And the way they've been developing talent over these last few years, they are going to be a scary contender for.
I don't know
number of
what
years.
happened, but ever since they lost LeBron, it's just, hey, fellas, we can't rely on the second greatest player of all time anymore. We actually have to figure out how to be a good organization.
Quinn Snyder was like, huh? It's a wake up call now.
Dude, I don't know
But
what's
I'm
going
a
on.
huge JB Bickerstaff guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been, I think he was a top 3 guy for Coach of the Year last year. I mean, of course, Udoka was going to get it. I mean, who else would have?
Spo.
No.
But JB Bickerstaff has taken this Cavs team from, they were perennial losers after LeBron left for a couple of years.
Who just said no for Spo for Coach of the Year?
I did.
Why not?
Because it's Udoka. It's his first year coaching.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
don't just be like, no, like he wasn't even in the
No.
conversation.
Listen, he was in the conversation. I just think Udoka had a
Well,
better
actually,
year.
wasn't
it- no,
Bickerstaff
wasn't
had a
it,
better
no,
year.
I'm
Kerr
with-
had a better year.
Wasn't it Monty?
Monty Williams?
Was Monty the
All
Coach of the
right,
Year?
I think he was.
But that was the year before.
I think he got 2 years in a row.
Well, he got robbed the 1 year because they gave it to
They gave it
Knicks.
to Tom Thibodeau.
yeah.
Even though Monty had more first place votes, Tibbs had more second and third place
Oh, it
votes.
was Monty Williams.
He's won 2 straight.
Yeah, that was a makeup. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Udoka didn't even win it last year. It was
No, he
Monty
didn't.
again.
The C's fan didn't even know that.
So this is what's wrong with it. This is what's wrong is when you mess up and you give it to a guy like Thibodeau when it clearly should have been Monty. All right, and Tibbs did a good job. Don't get me wrong, but I just think Monty.
Yeah, Tibbs' team lost in the first round. Monty's team went to the finals.
Yeah, so-
I wish
Fair.
playoffs counted for something, but it's a regular
And
season
now here's
award,
the
you
thing.
know
Now
what I mean?
Monty gets it right because it's a makeup, and then they blow it against Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is what happens. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I would have gave it to Udoka last year. I'm with you on that. But don't you dare say that Spo's not even in the conversation because
No,
that's what he
I'd
made
say
it
he was
sound
top-
like.
he was top 5.
I'm still with JB Bickerstaff, man.
I don't, dude. I think
I think
Spo's
he's the
working
real
with
deal.
less, to be honest with you, than anybody.
Spo's
He's-
working with Les?
He's working with Jimmy and
Bam.
and Bam. That's it.
And Hero?
Hero bounced back after a down year.
Lowry was a facilitator.
Lowry was and Connor. How much games did Lowry play last year? He was out a lot.
Let me find out.
Struce wasn't a bad option.
No, sure.
In the playoff, in the
You're
playoffs,
gonna
he
give
was
me
bad.
Max Struess.
He's a bench. He has depth. That's what I'm saying. He's not like a.
Gabe
You're
Vincent.
saying that Spo has no one to work
I'm
with.
telling you right now. Here's my question. Right? Who had a better roster? Just pure roster. The Cavs or Miami last year?
Miami.
Thank you. Who had a better roster, the Boston Celtics or Miami? You said Miami had a better roster than the Cavs?
Yes.
Miami.
No.
Wait, the Cavs or the Celtics?
The Cavs. Oh,
Did Miami or the Cavs have a better roster last year?
The Cavs had the better roster. On paper.
I'm thinking about it right now. Hold on.
Think about that. All right, dude, you had Darius Garland. You had Mobley. You have Kevin Love.
Jared Allen.
You have Jared Allen. You have Karis LeVert.
Isaac Okoro. Colin Sexton.
I'm still rocking with Jimmy, Bam, and Lowry and Tyler Hero over that squad.
I
This is
disagree.
tough. Yeah, I hear your
Connor,
point.
you're a
It's
Heat
either
fan.
one's a 1 seed, one's a 9 seed. It's crazy when you look at it
But
that
on
way.
paper, who has more talent? On paper, who has more talent?
Jimmy's better than all of them, by far.
That's probably
Jimmy's
true.
definitely the number one. Bam is arguably the second or third.
So I guess with that in mind, Cleveland didn't have a superstar on their team, did they? So
they have good defensive options,
I
and
don't
Garland could be a good scorer. Now with Mitchell, that
have a-
conversation's even closer.
Yeah, and they
Was
have a
Garland
clear
not
I'm
an
still
all-star?
saying the Heat.
Garland was an all-star.
Thank
yeah.
you. Was Bam an all-star?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
He was just off the bench last
Wasn't
guy.
he in Defensive Player of the Year conversation?
Yes, he
Yes.
And then you have the
Were
sixth
any
man of the
Cavs
year.
players in
You have
that?
the sixth man of the year. You have Jimmy Butler, who is a monster in the playoffs. I'm taking that Heat roster.
Oh, I'm
this
not
year,
saying
last year.
that. I'm not saying that Jimmy's not the best player.
was.
I'm just saying the
he's
Cavs
saying like
have
which
more
team
depth.
should be better, not which team actually is better. That's what
I'm
you're
saying
I think
on
the Heat
paper,
are better.
Yeah.
on paper, the Cavs look better.
Like the Cavs
Then the Heat
should
do.
be better than the Heat,
Yeah,
but they
absolutely.
aren't.
They're just young. That's the only difference.
That's
All
what you mean.
right.
The Heat also can play like 10 deep. They have a very deep roster.
But let's
too.
be honest. Other teams could not get those same players to play that way.
True.
All right, like that's the organization. That's a completely. I'm not comparing organizations because to me the Heat is the pinnacle organization.
They have the best run organization
like-
in basketball.
I think listen. I gotta give props to the Warriors, but like
Oh yeah. Well, honestly,
they've
that's tough.
developed superstars. Right, Miami's working with Jimmy and Bam on defense.
But
Lowry
would
played
you-
63 games last year.
That's not bad.
That's not
Three-quarters of
That's
the
more than
season.
I thought it was. I
That's-
thought he only played like 50.
That's really not bad.
I think
though.
I'd rather reward the Warriors because it's hard to develop superstars.
For sure.
I think the Warriors are a better run.
Yeah.
They drafted better for sure.
They also move money around, but I'm just saying Miami works. The reason why Miami's pinnacle to me is because they make so much happen with nobody. Absolutely nobody.
I'm just taking the team that's based off the more recent track record. I think Golden
Yeah.
State's probably got a better.
Yeah, they're up there
system.
too. They're up there
I
too.
mean, look
for
at it.
sure.
Miami has all this, but they didn't win anything with it. While Golden State did win 3 times.
Oh, it's
Four
between.
times?
Listen, if you're
Four.
talking about like just pure organization over the
Yeah.
last 5 seasons, right?
Or more like 7-10, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you want to go. Just recent history. I
Golden
mean, it's
State.
Golden State and Miami are the two best run organizations in my eyes. Obviously, Golden State's getting the championships, right? But Miami's.
The Spurs
I don't know how they don't have
the
more.
Spurs in the beginning were probably up there, but they've slowly tapered off.
Oh yeah, they were there. They were definitely there.
Pop's just been not what he used to be.
No.
It's been weird. I mean, they're letting all like their big guys go. You saw DeRozan leave.
You know who's projected to be the number 1 pick this year, right? There's a 7'2" sharpshooter. Looks like Kevin Durant. His name is Victor Wembanyama, out of France. Hey man, if you tank this year, you could win the Victor sweepstakes. This kid's supposed
if
to be
you're
like
the
the next
Spurs?
KD. Yeah.
I mean, the Spurs.
I mean, Pop's not going to be around for a long, long time.
No.
So
I thought he was done already. And now here he is. He's coming back for another season.
yeah,
I thought
guess he
Tim
just
Duncan was going to take over. He's not even with the organization anymore.
Where'd he go?
He was a bench coach for how long? 1
He
year,
just
2 years?
He's retired.
Man,
You know, he was like he was in the scouting for a bit, and then
He
he
was
took,
a bench coach.
Yeah,
was
and then
he
he
was head
became a
coach for a
coach.
game.
Yep, and then that's it. And now everybody thought he was going to take over, and that's it. The Spurs dynasty was going to come back, and now all of a sudden Tim's not around anymore.
I mean, the Spurs really have one good player right now. and
I don't.
he's
I
barely
don't
a
really
good
like
player.
the idea of
It's
a
Keldon Johnson.
former like great being a head coach. More often than not, that does not work out very well.
Isaiah Thomas.
Are you throwing
Knicks.
shade at
The
Steve
only
Nash
one
right
that
now?
really worked was Larry Bird.
That is true.
Bill Russell? Question mark.
Bill Russell. He
He was a
two
player
chips.
coach though. He was still on the floor the whole time doing it.
Nah, he transitions just to coaching too.
Yeah,
But was
got-
he? He
got
wasn't
two
that
chips as
great,
coach.
was he? As a like a
He got
normal,
two
just a head
chips.
coach, not
Got 2
playing?
chips.
Was he really?
Yeah.
He had 11 rings as a player, 2 as a coach. I mean,
IT didn't really work out. I mean, who else you could? I'm trying to. Like,
Oh,
Nash.
the original.
Yeah, Nash.
Steve Nash.
I mean, Kid's looking pretty good right now.
Well,
Luke
Kid in the
Walton.
beginning,
Luke Walton.
he wasn't a great player.
No, but still,
His dad was.
His dad was fantastic.
It doesn't mean anything.
Luke Walton, man.
Luke
Yeah,
Walton.
that's rough.
Yeah, but I'm not a huge
Urban Meyer,
I'm not a huge
the
proponent.
ultimate. The ultimate.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm just having flashbacks of the Lakers' Luke Walton years, and I am cringing right now. I liked Luke when he was coming off the bench because that means we still had Kobe. Rest in peace, Mamba. Anyway, where are we at?
Yeah, I'm just not a huge proponent of like former great players becoming head coaches.
I'm actually-
I'd
I
rather
think-
give it to the guys like the Darvin Hams or the Monty Williams, guys who weren't, you know.
I mean,
I'm
Doc
gonna-
Rivers was a pretty solid player.
I'm going to be honest with you
Did Udoka
guys.
play?
Huh?
Did Udoka play?
In the G League.
He played overseas too.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Rondo's going to be a stud.
As
think
coach?
Yeah.
That sounds like a
I
thing.
think it's going to happen.
If there's one coach of a superstar that I think could work out, it's Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Chris
know if
Paul's
he's going
never
to
a
want
head
to do it.
coach.
That's the question.
That could be true.
You know, because you could say the same thing about LeBron. I know for
I
a
don't
fact
think- no,
LeBron's
no, LeBron
going
won't
into
be
coach.
He wants to own a team.
It's going to happen. I just don't know
LeBron
who
will
he's
not
gonna
be a
buy.
good head coach. I don't think so.
He's already the head coach.
I think Chris Paul
is
could.
already the
I
head
think Chris
coach.
Paul could
Head
take a team to the
coach.
finals as a head coach.
LeBron's the head coach and GM already.
Late GM. He's been a GM forever.
Head
He was a
coach,
GM
the
before he was a
GM.
coach. You know? Anyway, here we are. 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair, and Mazz in the midday. And where we going next?
So that was the big Donovan Mitchell news that we, barely even talked.
All right, so what does this mean for the Cavs, fellas? Connor,
They're going
where
up.
do you have them?
They're
They're
going
going up, but what seed do you have them?
4 or 5.
Okay, Ben?
Between 4 and 7.
That's okay.
They could add lower.
There's-
Honestly,
they're
I
not
think
a
they could be
high-
a top 3.
I'm with you.
I think you got the Bucks, you got the Heat, you got the Celtics, you got the Cavs,
What about the Sixers?
What about the Nets?
and I gotta see it first. I gotta see it first.
Don't get Ant
Nah, the
started
Nets.
about the
Nah, the
Nets.
Nets.
I gotta
nah,
see it first.
Nah.
I like the Nets roster.
Who
They,
doesn't
they
like the
gotta
Nets
they
roster?
gotta have a competent season. That's the only thing I'm really worried about.
But that's my question, right? On paper,
it's crazy.
the Nets are better than the Heat by a mile.
Yep.
Yep.
But are they going to beat the Heat?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think they beat the Bucks.
I'm actually more confident than I think Kevin Durant almost beat the Bucks by himself. So
Yeah,
I think
he
now
was-
if you just have somebody on the court with them, I think that I'm not sold on the
The problem
Bucks.
with the Nets is they can't stop Giannis. No one can stop Giannis on the Nets team. I mean,
That's all right, but
who do you think they could put on? Allen?
is
Maybe
Giannis
Nick
stopping
Claxton?
KD?
Not Allen. Did I say Allen? Claxton?
Nicky Blocks.
You can throw the body at Giannis. That's it. But
You could put Markieff Morris on him.
Oh.
Ooh, actually not a bad option.
I mean, TJ
Interesting.
Warren might be a little short for it.
Like I like the Nets to put. Let's go through the Eastern Conference real quick.
okay,
Just team by team. Do I think the Nets have a chance of beating them in a 7-game series? Miami? No.
no,
No.
Boston? No.
No.
Milwaukee?
possible.
Close.
Maybe.
I got the Nets on that one. Listen.
It's
I'm not
50-50.
sold on the Bucks. I've told you guys this.
It's 50-50.
I
for
can't
me,
stand the
honestly.
coach. The only player that I'm actually like, yes, all day is Giannis. Drew Holiday's a great perimeter defender. Don't get me wrong. We've already had the Chris Middleton discussion. I'm not touching it. You know how I feel.
Yeah.
All right. If you don't know, you can check it out on YouTube 2 episodes ago. All right. That's up to you if you want. I don't know, man. I think if you guys just even have just Kevin Durant, you don't even need necessarily Ben Simmons, or you don't necessarily need Kyrie. If you just have one of the other and that roster that's there with Kevin Durant, I think it's better than the Bucks.
All right. Philadelphia. I think they could beat Philadelphia in a 7-game.
If the entire team is healthy,
Depends on how James Harden plays. I feel
that's
like.
true. If Harden,
They got
is-
PJ Tucker also.
I think the Nets could stop Harden.
What's PJ
legitimately.
Tucker gonna do? Play defense?
I think the Nets
Yeah.
could be.
Did you just downplay
Listen,
defense?
No, I downplayed
Mazz.
PJ Tucker's offense.
oh, that,
You
oh,
think
okay,
that
fine,
the
yeah.
Nets can beat Milwaukee in a 7-game? I don't really think so. I think they could beat them in Philadelphia in a 7-game series.
I think they could beat who? The Nets?
Yeah.
I think they could beat Milwaukee, and I think they should beat the 76ers.
Connor, do you think they could beat the 76ers in a 7-game series?
This is hard. I think Philly. I still give it to Philly, actually.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, who's stopping JoJo is the question, but who's guarding Durant is my question.
Honestly, I think
JoJo?
I think it's easier
JoJo's
to
not guarding
guard.
Durant.
I think it's easier to guard JoJo than it is to guard Giannis.
Really? I don't know. JoJo's got a 3-point shot that's better than Giannis's.
That's true.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think guarding JoJo's harder. Because here's the thing. He brings the power. Yes, he's not as fast. He is a better shooter, so he can space better than Giannis. Who
I mean, Joel
on the
Embiid has
Nets
like 40 pounds on Giannis too.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, who on the Nets is going to guard him? You know? Yeah, you're thinking that he might be like
Nicholas
easier to
Claxton.
guard because of Giannis's athleticism. But if I'm constantly, hear me out, if I'm constantly rotating Claxton, Morris, and Durant, dude, Simmons, for crying out loud.
Oh, why do we forget about Ben Simmons? Oh, right, because he hasn't played basketball in 2 years.
But if he does, though, right, he's still a great defender, and I put him on Giannis, like, not the entire game, but rotate him in there with Morris, Claxton, and even Durant getting in there.
I think that could
I'm
work.
pretty confident that I could stop Giannis, or at least slow him down. And by stopping him, I mean hold him to under 25 points.
Yeah.
Because you're not stopping him. The dude's an absolute stud.
He's
But
a freak.
if you hold him to 25 or under in a 7-game series, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
All right. Toronto. Think the Nets could be Toronto?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah.
Cleveland now with Donovan Mitchell.
I don't know, dude. That's
I'll
the
take
question.
the Cavs. I'll take the Cavs.
I like
I'm
the
taking
Cavs.
the Cavs.
I think the Cavs actually like each other, so I'm going with them.
yeah.
Yeah, the Cavs. They got a good young core, good chemistry.
No
they
drama.
flow well together.
I heard
that's legitimately the reason why I think this Cavs team could be a top 3 seed.
I'm with you. I'm sold on it. And here's the thing: Donovan Mitchell, when he heard that Darius Garland and Kevin Love and Mobley were all staying, and Jared Allen, supposedly he ran around the building cheering.
It was Garland, you said?
No, this was
Mitchell.
Because
Mitchell.
he found that they didn't have
Really?
to give up core players.
Because they
yeah.
didn't have to give up the core players, and that's who he was joining. He was ecstatic, I heard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you got that energy coming in, and it's not like they're not going to, like, play, like, the ball, you know what I mean? Like, Mitchell is a guy, he's not selfish, I feel like.
He's a little bit of a ball hog.
He can be, but now he doesn't have to be basically the primary ball handler because you have Garland.
I love Darius Garland, man.
Dude, he's a stud.
Every year he's been in the league, he's gotten consistently better.
Absolutely.
And that's what you need from a point guard. I think he could be a solid facilitator. I think he averaged, 9 assists last year? 8 or 9 in that realm? Mm-hmm. He could be a great facilitator.
Absolutely.
Set up Donovan Mitchell off ball.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you.
Work the pick and roll with Mobley and Jared Allen. And then you got LeVert coming off the bench who could be a nice little spot-up shooter who could also drive.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't think of a team that can throw that many different looks. Maybe the Warriors, if Wiseman's
Celtics.
once he comes back. No, I don't even know because they don't have an elite point guard, right? Marcus Smart's up there, but
They have Brogdon now.
But they can go with a tall lineup with Robert Williams and Grant Williams, and then they can go with a smaller lineup with Jason Tatum.
I just feel like the Jurassic. When I mean going small with Cleveland, like they can legitimately go small, and they can legitimately go big still. You know what I mean?
I see where you're coming from, but I
'Cause
think
it's
the Celtics
like-
can do that too.
But here's the thing, right? If you have Darius Garland, Mitchell, and Karis LeVert, right? Like to me, that's going pretty small.
Yeah.
And then on the complete opposite side, right? You could still go Donovan Mitchell. Not that you want to take like Garland out, but if he needed a break, right? You could go Mitchell at the 1.
I'm pretty sure Mitchell's shorter than Garland. Mitchell's listed at 6'1".
Is he really?
Yeah.
Dude, his frame makes him look a lot bigger.
I'm
I would have
pretty
never
pretty
guessed.
sure
Kyle
he's
Lowry's 6'1".
Dude, he's got to be at least 6'4", I thought.
Ain't no way Donovan Mitchell.
I'm pretty sure last time he was listed as 6'1".
I think.
Donovan Mitchell.
He's
Hear me,
6'1".
hear me out on this one.
Does he not look giant?
But his wingspan is 6'10".
That's insane.
That's
Okay,
absurd.
so think about this,
No,
right?
here, hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
You were talking about the teams that could throw different looks at you.
Yeah.
Hear me out on this one.
Okay.
Mavericks.
Yeah.
I think
could go big.
they could definitely go tall with guys like Powell and now Christian Wood
Yeah.
in the mix. But then
They
you
still
also
have
got
Dorian Finney-Smith, right?
Yeah, and they still got Dinwiddie and
Luka.
Luka. But that's still, I mean, like, even with Luka, like, that's still a pretty big lineup.
well, yeah,
Luka's
he's
like
a
6'7",
he's
right?
a 6'7" point
Yeah, so,
point
like,
forward. I mean,
I feel like that's always just going to be big for me, where it's like, you could go with a Mitchell, you could go with a Garland, and then have the Love, the, help me out here, the Mobley. Like, that's pretty big. Allen, like,
Yeah.
you could at some times, I feel like Mobley's athletic enough to play a 3.
Yeah.
You know?
he can't space as much, I mean,
But I'm just saying, like,
but he
guarding like
can.
the other team's three, like I think he
he
could do
can
it.
do that. Yeah.
You know, so you could go pretty big if you wanted to. That's just
I feel like Philly can do that too,
I can't
right?
remember the last time I've seen a team that can drastically go that big and that small.
Philly can
Celtics
kind of do that too, no?
I feel like they're still pretty big though, aren't they?
Celtics.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Smart.
you run,
I mean, if
someone
you put Jason Tatum at power forward, then
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
works.
you can do a smart.
and you start Pritchard.
You do smart Jalen
Smart
Brown.
at-
Do you want to start Pritchard?
He's so good off the bench.
But do you want to start him? Is the
But
question.
could you also put
He could be a starter. Yeah, I don't see why not.
I don't see it.
Derek White in there as well?
Derek White. He's
I always forget about
6'4"
White.
shooting guard.
You guys are going to be interesting this year for sure.
It's going to be a very fun experiment. I can't wait for it.
Miami certainly can't throw different looks to other teams. It's just a small team.
It's
It's just a small. That's why they can't win right there.
just
They don't have height.
trade for somebody. I would be giving up anybody who's not Jimmy or Bam.
That's why they can't win. They don't have height because they run PJ Tucker at power forward. So they have a 6'5" guy playing power forward the whole season.
All right, I'm going to do real quick
Yep.
my prediction for the Eastern Conference this year. Just
All right.
1 through 10.
All right, hit me.
Who I
with
think is going to be
Ooh,
1
through
seed.
10.
One
Okay.
seed, I think it's going to be Boston. Overall, I think they have the best roster in the conference. They just won the Eastern Conference.
Would I be
They
insane?
have a great defensive team, but also they have the scoring with the Brown and Tatum combo.
Would I be insane to say I think they might regress a little bit this year?
No.
I think they'll rest a little bit, but I still think they'll be a 1 seed.
I don't think they're going to be a 1 seed. I think they're actually going to end up maybe the 2 or 3.
That's where I'm putting us.
Just because I think that was a rough series
It was.
in the finals.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Hey,
if
but-
they have the...
Hey, but listen, we pushed them to 6.
You did, but it was still a rough loss.
Yes.
All right, 2 seed, Milwaukee. That's what I'm going with.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I still love Giannis. Giannis can carry a team to a 2 seed by himself.
Fair,
I mean,
but
Giannis carried that team to the finals.
I think I like them in that... Yeah, I like them in that 2 to 3 range.
And then 3, I'm going to give it to Cleveland.
Over the Nets.
Over the Nets and Miami.
I still have them at
You're
4.
disrespecting Miami right
I think
now.
Miami's going to be 4, though.
Miami could be 1.
They honestly could, but I like Cleveland a little bit more this
Miami,
year.
Boston, and Milwaukee. I feel like you can interchange them between 1, 2, and 3. And
I'm
it
going to
would
be honest.
fine.
I actually like Miami as the 1 again because here's one thing I do know. I don't know how Jason Tatum's going to come out next year.
True.
I know how Jimmy's coming.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a dog on defense.
He's just, no matter what, it's 110% effort all day, every day. You best believe Pat and Spo got that team going extra hard for losing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I am so confident in that organization. It's not
Again,
even funny.
though, look at this. So the year after they lost to the Lakers in the finals,
Yeah,
then they had a really down year and lost in the first round. They got swept by the Bucks.
fair.
So I think Miami's going to stay at 4 for me.
I ain't put them at 4.
That's why I'm
They're
putting them.
2 minimum for me.
That's a little...
It's a bit of a
for
stretch.
minimum,
I
2
don't know.
minimum is kind of
I'm
a
at
little high.
3 for minimum for
I think
Miami.
I think their high could be a 1, but I think their low can be like a 5.
I think we're just getting clouded here by, like, obviously the talent that the other teams have, but just because you got the talent, do you have the well-oiled machine? Because
I think
about
Cleveland
this, right?
does. I think Milwaukee does. I think Boston does.
I don't know, dude. Imagine if you just had Cleveland's roster in Miami. That's a 1 seed.
That's a championship.
That's a different
It's
story.
a 1
Yeah.
seed.
No, that's not even a
It's
1 seed. It's a championship.
Yeah. You know, so that's the thing. Like, so it all depends. Players definitely matter, but
Here,
the organization
All
that
right.
they're playing for, the coach they're playing for, has to matter as well.
quickly, I'm just going to go through what I got. So I said Boston 1, Milwaukee 2, Cleveland 3, Miami 4, Brooklyn 5.
You really don't like Brooklyn. That's all right. Keep it
Do you
going.
think Brooklyn's better than the 4 teams I listed before them?
It's Kevin Durant?
So?
Kevin Durant by himself.
Kevin Durant did it last year, didn't he? Was he a 7 seed last year? I know he missed like 3 or 4 weeks, but
He's got a better roster now, though.
I think the big 3 with James Harden and Kyrie Irving should have been enough. You don't think
I
that?
don't know.
That was a 2 seed, though.
They never played together.
But when at least you have one of them on the floor with him at one time. You think that should be enough?
Listen. Here's the problem. We know that team played 11. Those big 3. They played 11 games together.
Last year,
No, like Harden.
all together,
Yeah.
I think it was like 15.
Whatever it was, it's pathetic.
Yeah.
You know. So, and especially when that was definitely a big part of their game plan.
Well, also, I do want to see if Simmons plays. If Simmons isn't playing, I don't like the Nets being a top 3 seed.
Okay. Fair
If
enough.
Simmons plays, then we'll talk about it.
I mean, is there anything saying that he's not going to play again? Anybody? Anywhere?
Just
Come on, guy. Come on.
Sorry about that one.
What are you doing here? Anyway. Where was I? The Nets.
There was a
No, the Nets. If the Nets had their game plan, that's one thing, right? Has there been anything with Simmons not playing this season?
no, but then again, last season it was kind of day by day. You didn't know. Thought he would play at some point. I don't. It's weird because like
if they're healthy, the Nets are healthy and they're all on the same floor together. They're a top 3 seed.
Fair enough. Keep going.
But you don't know that, so I'm gonna put them at 5.
Okay.
6 Philadelphia, 7
Dang.
Chicago,
Okay.
8 Toronto, 9. Actually, I didn't even talk about Atlanta.
Dude, Atlanta's got to be up there.
I'm putting them top 8. Absolutely. Are we doing play-in also or?
I think is Atlanta better than Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on.
I got to think about this for a second. Hold on.
Are we doing
Atlanta-
play-in? Are we including play-in here or just the top 8 seeds?
Playing as well.
Okay, so 9 and
Okay.
10.
Here's my thing, right? I think
Did Chicago lose anyone?
let's just go down. No, not that I know of.
No, they added Andre Drummond
Okay.
They-
And Goran Dragic too.
and Dragic.
Okay, listen. Here we at, right? Hear me out. Let's just go matchup by matchup, right?
Yep.
Trey Lonzo, right? You got to give to Trey, I think.
Yeah.
But let's not act like Lonzo
Lonzo
isn't playing.
could lock him up.
Let's not act like Lonzo isn't capable.
He's also a solid 15 a night guy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I know Trey puts up a lot of points. I prefer Lonzo over Trey.
Well, Lonzo brings more to the table.
I think
Yeah.
so. Don't get me wrong. Trey can bring you 30 points, but Lonzo, might only put up 15. He's getting rebounds. He's assisting everybody, and he's locking
He could
up
have been the
on
steals
defense.
leader if he didn't get hurt.
Dude, he could be the assist leader any given year.
I know, but last year he could have been the steals leader too.
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest with you. Call me crazy. I know he's never been an all-star. I got Lonzo over in that matchup.
Okay.
Like in a 7-game series. Like, I'll tell you right now, Trey's had the better career, absolutely. But in a 7-game series, I think Lonzo's better.
I see.
Sorry, literally my water bottle fell and hit the mouse.
That was amazing.
What happened?
The computer, the universe just didn't like that take, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, I said it. I like Lonzo better than Trey. All right, moving over to the 2. DeJounte Murray versus Zach LaVine. The matchup. That is the matchup of the series for me if it ever happens.
Honestly, I'd take
Murray.
DeJounte.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think LaVine's right up there. But
it's the same conversation that you said with Lonzo and Trey. I think DeJounte brings more to the table.
I'm with you.
LaVine's good for scoring.
Yep.
And sometimes in the playoffs, and DeJounte I think could drop 20 a game if you really give him some room to work.
I mean, he definitely can drop 20 a game. I'm with you. I'll probably lean more towards DeJounte, but it's still close. Let's not act like it's not close. LaVine's a great athlete. He's capable of pulling up 25. I'll give you DeJounte, though.
Yeah.
Moving over at the 3 spot, though.
DeRozan and
DeRozan's not even a 3, no?
No, he's a 3.
I thought he was
He's a
playing the
3.
4 last year for Chicago.
He was playing a bit of the 4,
so
but
who's
he was
who's
listed
playing the
as a
3
3.
for Atlanta this year?
Definitely DeAndre Hunter.
I think it's Hunter.
All right, DeRozan.
It's got to be
Easy.
DeRozan. It's not even a question. We don't even need to touch that matchup.
Then John Collins and
Who are they playing at the 4 over in Chicago is my question.
Either Pat Williams or
Didn't
Probably
they just
Pat
pick
Williams.
up... Never
Drummond
mind.
will be off the bench.
Drummond's off the
'Cause
bench.
Vucevic would be
No, I was
center.
thinking of Daniel Tice, but he's not
Tice
there
is-
anymore.
I'll say Patrick Williams would probably be their 4.
All right, then I'd probably take John Collins.
Yeah.
Definitely John
Well,
Collins.
let's see if John Collins is even on Atlanta. by
And then
that
it
time.
goes down to Capella and Drummond or
Or Vucevic.
Vucevic.
No, I think
Vucevic.
Vucevic should be starting.
Yeah, Vucevic will be better, for sure.
I think Vucevic... I mean, how does Capella guard him when Vucevic can spread the floor?
Yeah, exactly. I'll take Vucevic over.
So I think Capella's the better defender. He's the better rebounder. That might
100%.
give him the edge enough, but just guarding him straight up, I don't know. I like the tandem of Drummond and Vucevic better than just Capella by himself. So
the Bulls also have Tristan Thompson too as a rebounder.
did
Hey,
you
man.
really just bring that up on this show?
Yes, I did, because he's a rebounder.
All right, let me get one thing straight here because we never talked about him. But if we had the show during those Cleveland days, Tristan Thompson is basically my NBA equivalent of Jimmy Garoppolo. Teams win in spite of him. Yes, he might do
He's
one
still
thing
he's
good.
still a valuable asset.
No,
Don't
he's
get me-
not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He's a hindrance, dude. Put him on the
Still
line.
gotta
He's never
watch
going to do anything. Dude, I can't stand him. He's awful. You want him on that team? Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's why Boston would never win anything because you want him there.
it. But he was on that Boston team when they got to the conference finals.
Yeah, and what did they do?
Lost to LeBron.
Thank you.
What do you think? Tristan Thompson's going to change an entire game? He's just an asset on a team.
I don't think he is an asset. I think he's a hindrance.
Then call Chicago. Tell him to trade him.
I wish they would. I wish they would. If that guy wasn't even in the league, I'd be okay with it. Tristan Thompson is a guy who belongs in Sacramento.
All right, so final verdict: Chicago or Atlanta.
I'm rocking with Chicago.
I agree.
Anyone else? Ben?
I'll take Atlanta.
It could honestly sway either way for me, but I feel like there's just more. Now there's more star power in Atlanta, so I think I'm gonna have to go there.
Okay, so we're split on
That
that.
just goes to show how good the East is this year.
Is
Oh,
the
it's
East
good.
better?
The East is loaded.
Is the East better than the West yet?
I think so.
Yeah.
This is the
The
closest.
West,
it's
the
ever
West is
been.
very top heavy.
I was about to say that too.
Who's missing the playoffs for you guys in the East?
The,
One of those teams got to miss.
the Knicks.
Well, that
I was about to say that too.
Also, we also forgot to mention Charlotte too.
No, I'm not sold on them. They're not making the playoffs.
Plus,
missed the play
now
in the
with
last
Miles
2 years.
gone. Miles Bridges gone.
Oh, they're even worse.
yeah, they're even worse.
They're even worse. Are they making the play-in
Did they pick up Kemba?
again?
I think so.
There was talks of him or IT going back there. I think IT's there.
I think they have IT.
I don't know where Kemba's at.
Regardless.
there was talks. I don't know.
They've lost in the play in the last 2 years. So they make it 3 straight play-in losses,
Yeah, definitely.
or do they even not make
But
the play-in?
the East is here. You got Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Toronto, Chicago, Brooklyn, Atlanta, and Cleveland.
I think
That's
Toronto's
9
a
teams.
play-in team.
I don't even know if Toronto's making.
I think there's a play. I think they're a
I
play-in
think with
team.
Van Vliet, OG,
Scotty
and,
Barnes.
Scotty Barnes,
Pascal.
and Pascal.
They're a
It's a good team.
9. They're the 9 for
okay.
me.
They
They're
have-
the 9
That's
for me.
that's definitely a
I don't
playing
think they're
team.
better than anybody I just named, though. That's my question.
And
I know, but they're still a playing team.
And
Fair.
Nick Nurse is a better coach than most of the guys.
But then out of
most
those
the
teams
coaches
I
on the
just
other
listed,
teams.
the rest are there's one more team left in that playing tournament that can make it. Charlotte, Knicks, Wizards, Indiana, Detroit, or Orlando.
I'm gonna go with.
I like what Washington has, honestly.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte again. And the 10 seed. I'm gonna go with Charlotte again.
I don't know, dude. Kristaps with Bradley Beal. Interesting for me.
Denny of Dia.
Yep.
Do you think Orlando can make a jump this year?
Absolutely.
Even though
No.
they were the
No.
worst team in the East last year.
No.
I think they can be a little bit better than
I
last
think
year.
they just have
They won't be the worst team in basketball. That's
they
for
just
sure.
have all this talent that they don't know what to do with because none of it gels together.
The worst team in basketball will be Oklahoma City.
Yes. And then Orlando. And then Houston.
I don't think it's gonna be Orlando.
How far?
Isaac with Banchero is gonna be nice.
Houston, anybody?
Listen,
Yeah.
Houston.
What?
Come on, worst team?
No.
No.
Why not?
Jalen
Well,
Green.
I think I
No,
like.
Houston won't be the worst team in the NBA because
You
there's a
think
team called the
OKC's worse off than Houston is?
I mean, they just
Houston
lost
has
Chet.
Jabari Smith. Their
Can't
new
they,
OKC
they
just
still
lost.
have
Shea.
yeah. Shai
That's
Gilgeous
fair. They got the-
Alexander.
It's
Yeah.
fair.
They still got Dort.
Dort.
Chet's not playing.
Dort.
Chet's out.
Dude,
for the
I
year.
would love Dort on a team, dude. He's an absolute he's Marcus Smart a little bit, man.
Yeah, he's
No,
Marcus Smart 2.0.
Marcus score way better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but
That's why I
he's
said a
got the
little bit.
defense.
Dude, he's a dog. And listen, Marcus Smart wasn't always a scorer. All right, he
Yeah.
added levels. Don't act like Dort can't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
He came in the league as a defender. Scoring came along with it.
I don't know, fellas. It's definitely gonna be an
Dude,
interesting
Kevin
one.
Porter
But you know
and
what else
Jalen
has been
Green.
interesting? I want to switch gears here. Judge getting closer to the home run record,
Ben
even
just
though
turned
the
his mic
Yankees
off.
aren't doing nothing.
The Yankees won yesterday for the first time in I don't know, probably a week.
Yeah, but they still gave up the 2 to Tampa. It was rough to watch.
Yeah, well, they play Minnesota these next 3 games. And Minnesota's been doing a downward skid lately. So if there's a team to rebound against, it's Minnesota.
Absolutely, but do you think Judge is going to catch the record? Maris's record, of course.
Yeah. He's on pace for 65, I believe, right now.
Yeah, I believe so, which would beat the record
Yeah,
by
by 4.
4, because Maris is 61, right?
Yep.
Does it mean that much to you as a Yankees fan?
Oh, yeah. Why not? Why
But
wouldn't
should it
be?
mean that much to baseball fans?
I just want
Yes.
to see him get 60. I just want to see him
Listen,
get 60.
no player has hit 60 home runs since 2001.
Yeah.
And
That's
that was
a
like
long
70, right?
time.
And that
Yeah,
was 70.
that was
something.
Bonds.
That was 73.
So there hasn't been a guy even close to that. Well, Stan hit 59 in 2016.
I was so upset when he
2017.
missed that.
So,
Who's
like,
one off?
you don't see this that often. The guy getting to this. So, of course, it's huge for baseball fans.
Absolutely.
It's a milestone.
But honestly, it's getting overshadowed now because Albert is 5 away.
Yeah.
Albert is 5 away.
That's also been a major talking point with that Albert Pujols race. I'm so rooting for him to hit 700.
He's 1 from tying A-Rod, 2 from passing him, obviously.
A-Rod should just come back.
Let me see how many
You
games.
see the video of A-Rod? He had a bat in his hand, he had a cigar in his mouth. He's like, I'm gonna call or someone to get me back in the league. I'm like,
He
no.
could. He probably could.
Listen,
Just call up Miami and be like, yo,
Listen.
let me just come DH for a little bit.
You can't miss 5 or 6 years of baseball and come back and expect to be dominating again. That's not how it works. Baseball's a completely different sport when it comes to missing time.
The Cardinals have about 20-something games left, I want to say.
Did you see Albert's pinch hit home run against the Cubs? Last at bat against the Cubs in his life. Just absolutely hits one of break the scoreless tie, give the Cardinals a lead, and they ended up winning the game. Honestly,
He's back.
I like the Cardinals right now as a team. Like
The Cardinals
jokes
are winning
aside,
the division. Yeah, the
jokes
Cardinals
aside, the Cardinals are a legitimate.
They're
threat
winning
in
the
NL.
division.
I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. I don't want to see Pujols after this season. I want him to go out completely on top because I'm so afraid of him coming back and just not looking the same. Like, dude, just go out, make this the last run. It would be beautiful.
If there is a team that I'm going to root for in the playoffs if the Yankees don't win the World Series, it's St. Louis for sure.
I'm with you. They have 28 games left.
Because I ain't rooting for the Astros. I ain't rooting for the Dodgers. I'm not rooting for the Mets or any of the AL East rivals that are probably going to make the postseason.
I might root for the Braves a little bit.
I like the Braves, but I am going to be a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan come October.
They got 28 games left. He needs 5 more. What do you guys think?
I think he got it. The way he's been hitting right
Got to
now.
hit 1 every 5 games. Just 1 every 5 games. 1 every 6 games.
Can you give me who they're playing?
A lot of Pirates games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to
over.
be.
That's it. That's
Oh,
all
look.
That's
Red
all I
Sox.
needed to hear.
Next 4 against the Nationals.
Oh, it's tee-off time, baby.
The next 3 after that are the Pirates. 2 Brewers games. 5 against the Reds.
Oh, it's tee-off time.
And then 6 games. 3 Padres, 3 Dodgers.
With the way the Padres have been pitching lately, it's tee-off time.
Now, here's my question, right? Do you think teams are going to be spiteful and just not pitch at them?
No.
No.
Nah, you got to let them. You go after them.
The teams most of the teams in that race are not in the pennant race, but the Dodgers and Padres are.
They finish off the
They're gonna
series.
So that's my thing, right? That's what I was afraid with Judge not getting there. I'm just always afraid of just teams pitching around him. It's not like we haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
It's not because they are spiteful. It's because they don't want to pitch because they don't want to.
No,
difference,
like, that's
though.
what I'm saying. Like,
There's
but
a difference.
Still,
Pujols is like, he's not a game breaker right now, where Judge is different. To win a game, you might want to pitch around him.
Yeah.
To beat the Cardinals, you might not want to. Pitching
Dude,
around Albert Pujols,
you might
it ain't
just want to
2001
pitch
no
around
more.
Judge the entire time.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that's why it's definitely, for me, it's a lot harder for Judge to get there. Like, even if it was just, let's say they were both 5 away, it would be a lot harder for Judge to get those 5 than Pujols in my eyes.
For the last 6 games for the season for the Cardinals are all against the Pirates.
What more could you ask for if you're Pujols?
They have 9 more Pirates games.
Was it in PNC?
Let me go look.
Because PNC is a real hitter-friendly ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them are.
All right. St. Louis Busch Stadium's really big, not a real home run heavy
But he's
park.
been playing there for how long? Like, it's not like he doesn't know.
Actually,
the
6 of
stadium.
them are.
Well, I think most of his homers are on the road.
Are they?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He only has 15 homers this year, or 16. 16 homers this year.
How far is Judge from 60?
He's at 54 right now. So he's 6 more for 60, and then 7 more to tie.
And what do they got? 20 games
Roger
left?
Maris.
How's the Yankees schedule look? Let's check it out.
Well, they got to play the Rays, I think, one more time. The Blue Jays one more time. The Red Sox, I think, 2 more times.
So they got a 4-game series with the Twins, Rays, Red Sox, Brewers,
It's a lot of pitching. It's a lot, of pitching.
then Pirates.
Outside of the Red Sox, it's a lot of pitching.
Pirates, Red Sox again, Blue
Pirates
Jays, and then Orioles, Rangers. So you finish the season Orioles, Rangers.
But
Judge Butter would be looking
but they're
to
going
do
to be
damage
playing.
against
They're
the
going to be
Twins
playing in
and Pirates.
Texas, though.
In Texas, yes.
Yeah, Texas is a big ballpark.
Yikes.
I'm just saying, if I'm Judge, I'm looking to do damage against Minnesota.
Listen,
and
the
the
way the
Pirates.
Yankees are playing, swing for the seats every time. I don't care. Just
That's
get
how
us
you feel?
runs.
That's how
Get
you
us
feel?
runs.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all I don't even care about the record now. Just get us runs, please, because the Yankees can't score runs at this pace.
80 wins, 80 wins.
We just hit 80 wins, and we were at 79 for what seemed like 2 weeks.
Can we please talk about how the Yankees were the first to 70?
I think so.
No,
First to
They
70,
had to be
and the
the first
Dodgers
to
hit
70.
90 before they hit 80.
Dodgers hit 90 wins before they got to 80. That is pathetic, man. If it wasn't for me, that would have been my schmuck of the week. But of course, I got my own way. This is what I do. It happens. Sorry, we all can't be great all the time.
I had another candidate for dog of the week before it was me.
Who was it? Does it pertain to baseball?
Yeah.
Okay, hit me with it.
I was going to give it to Edwin Diaz.
Yeah?
For coming out to Timmy Trumpet, actually at the ballpark, and doing the trumpet, and then he came in and absolutely shut down. I think, who was that team? Was that the Nats?
Oh, well then, if that's the case.
No, but who did he shut down that game? I don't remember.
I do not recall.
But, dude, Timmy Trumpet was actually at the game, gave him the intro. You could have blown that game, and that would have been such a clown move, but he shut down the team, whoever it was, and that was amazing.
But was it better than calling Mitchell to the Cavs months ago?
No.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
That's my dub.
Hey, that's going to be your claim to fame.
I called the Donovan Mitchell to the Cavs trade.
What is, like, your claim to fame, guys, for, like, a sports call?
For a sports
For
team.
prediction?
Just something. I'll tell you right now. You might not believe me. My cousin can back me on this, and we never agree on anything. I called Steph Curry's MVP season before it happened.
Sweet.
We were watching a Christmas Day game. Steph's just letting it, like, it's the first time I was really watching, like, the Warriors. He's back, like, 10 feet behind the 3-point line.
2015, 2016.
The first one, the very first
The
one.
unanimous one?
No, the one before that.
The one before that, the first one.
Okay.
And we're just sitting there, and I'm like, dude, this is insane. Never thought it would change the game. I just thought he was going to be the only one doing it, to be honest with you. That's insane. But I did say, this kid's unguardable. He's going to be an MVP. And my cousin laughed. He was just like, not a chance. And then the next season, I was like, oh, yeah, you were never living that one down, big boy.
Oh, so you called it the season before?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it even better. I thought you said you called it during the season.
No. It was the season before.
He was still an all-star that year, but yeah, not an MVP candidate. That's for sure.
I didn't. Did you think so? I didn't think he was going to be what he became. I just thought he was going to be able to win an MVP. But this is like, he's the best point guard in the game.
Yeah.
My two predictions. I actually had two predictions this Saturday that came almost to fruition. I mean, the Donovan Mitchell trade for one.
That's definitely got to.
And then the Montclair State football team. I predicted before the game that they were going to win 28-7. They won 27-6.
Are you gloating about being right about a D3 game right now?
Yeah, I am.
Hit yourself with a boink for me.
No.
Come on, Connor.
You're not telling me what to do.
Ben.
I know that.
Somebody back me here. My man's gloating about a D3 game right now.
But I called the score.
Okay. I think calling the trade.
I mean, calling the score is kind of impressive.
Is that better than calling the biggest trade?
No, you're comparing D3 football to...
I'm not comparing anything. I just said I predicted the score. It's not comparing anything.
Why are you getting so mad? Who's mad?
Because you guys are clowning me right now for something I just said that I got right.
Yeah, but you said that
you said
it was my two biggest claim to fames.
Oh, no,
as if they were up there.
Did I say that? I said they were my two predictions that I had this Saturday.
I just asked you, right, what is your claim to fame? And now you're talking about this. So I'm assuming that's where you're throwing this up there.
I'm just saying that my Saturday I had two predictions that were right.
Somebody come get this man.
Oh, my God. Anytime I have to say something, it's just,
Call JT.
Call JT. Ed, I love you.
You mean Jerome?
Jerome.
Clown.
It's Jackie.
That's my roommate you're talking about,
It's
man.
Jackie.
Jackie?
Dude, I will be calling JT everything but Jermaine as long as I live.
Because you don't remember his
Any J name you could think of. All right?
Jacob.
Jasper. That's it. Next week he's Jasper.
And then the week after he's Jonathan.
And then the week after that it's Jimmy. We're just going to keep on going.
James.
Connor, what's your claim to fame?
I called the Avs winning the Stanley Cup final.
You did do that.
But is that the best one? That's just the one I can think of right now. I'll get back to you if I think of a better one. But that's what I'm going to go with it.
Oh, wow, dude. I don't know if I've had one.
Oh,
I mean...
I appreciate that. Can we please just take a moment to appreciate Ben here and being honest and because he could have lied about something. He could have just came up with something we would never know. But Ben was honest enough to be like, no, I've never done it.
I mean, my dad and I were talking about this coming NBA draft, and I said that the Magic wouldn't take Chet. It's not like the greatest thing ever, but you know.
Nah, dude, because me and Ant were talking, and I said to him, like, did you think Chet was going number one?
No.
Because I said the kid from Auburn was going.
You thought it was be Jabari Smith.
Yeah, I was sold. I was so sold.
I was sold on Jabari. I thought he was going
Listen,
on.
I'll give it to Big J because I did not see the Boncaro pick at all. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. Anyway, Ant, where are we going here?
We could stick with baseball for now.
Yeah, hit it with baseball for the last 6 minutes of our first hour, and then we got some NFL talk coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hour-long NFL preview.
Just breaking down the season. That's what's coming up.
Because next show, the NFL season will have been started by then.
Absolutely. Woohoo!
But I'm just going around the league right now, and in baseball, the Braves and the Mets are probably as close as you could probably call two teams.
That might be Connor's claim.
Oh yeah,
That might be Connor's claim.
Let's go.
Because I was not sold on it at all.
So the Braves' last few games of the year, they got the A's for 2 right now, then the Mariners for 3, Giants for 3, then the Phillies for 3, Nationals, Phillies again, Nationals, Mets, and then the Marlins. They got a pretty light schedule.
What is the Mets looking at?
And then for the Mets, you look at their schedule for the last 20 games. They got Pirates,
Easy.
Marlins,
Easy.
Cubs, Pirates again,
This is so light.
Brewers. It's pretty.
It's that.
A's. Marlins again, then the Braves, and then the Nationals.
Dude,
They have one of the lightest schedules.
They have the lighter schedule out of the two of them, and I thought Atlanta had. I thought that couldn't be beat, and then you just gave me the Mets schedule. The Mets are still gonna win. They're gonna beat the Atlanta in the rankings all day.
Connor's
Dude, they
so
have the
convinced.
lightest. They're playing the A's and the Pirates. Come on, they're playing your Marlins. What more could you ask?
Watch.
He just doesn't want to
Just
see
watch.
He
it.
just doesn't want to admit it.
Just watch.
Oh, unbelievable.
Poor Marlins fan. He really is just.
He's got Alcantara. That's it.
The only thing that a Miami fan has going for him right now is the heat.
That's
Nothing
it.
else.
Dude, the U's coming back.
Oh,
Did
is
you
it?
see them
The U's
destroy
coming back.
Bethune-Cookman yesterday?
Dude,
Oh yeah, Bethune
Dude.
Cookman. Woo!
That's fair. That's fair.
Connor, that was bad.
That's fair.
But I was going to say they shouldn't even be playing a team like that.
They play them
Because-
every year for
Yeah,
some
there's
reason.
no-
How about
there's no chance.
Rutgers beating Boston College, baby?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Just give me 1 second give me my little Miami spiel here, all right?
All right.
I just think that there's no point of playing a college like that. You could call it a tune-up game, but it just makes no sense. There's too much risk. If they lose somehow, you look awful. You fall out of the power rankings with that loss.
Also, real
100%.
quick, we didn't even get the chance to talk about this. College football going to 12 playoffs in 2026, huh?
Dude, that is going
That's
to
how
be
far away it is. 2026.
fantastic.
Man.
I wish it was sooner, but that is
I wish it was
fantastic.
sooner.
I'm
I
so
love
excited for that. Like, I know some of the players are like, but like, come on, that is probably 3 rounds of like high quality football.
Some people don't like it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people are like, oh, it should have been 8.
No,
I
that'd
like
be
it.
the worst if it was 8.
No,
12 is where
why-
it's at.
I don't know if it would be worse. I think 8's still good. It's better than
Problem
4.
with 8 is all it would come down to is the conference championship teams of the big 8. So like all those non-conference games wouldn't have any matter
Well, it
per
was-
se.
So who would make it out of the 12 teams? You think it would be the champion of each conference, of course. That's 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
So Big 10,
It would be the
SEC,
champion of
ACC,
yeah.
and Pac-12, and Big 12.
Okay, so that's 5.
That's a Power 5, yeah.
That's the Power 5. So 5 Power 5
And then
champions.
if you take the American champion,
do you?
Do you take them though? That's the question, because they're still gonna be looking at like the toughness of schedule.
Listen, if
I
they're like
think you're
11,
gonna-
if they're like 11-1,
yeah.
I give it to them. If the champion's like 9-2, 10 or 10-2,
But here's
9-3,
my
I don't
question,
give it
right?
to 'em.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say Bama's the number 1 in the SEC because they probably will be, right? And then let's say I don't know Texas A&M has the better record than the school,
Yeah, I hear what
than
you
that
mean.
conference champion. Who makes it? Because the SEC is
I
way
feel
harder
like
to play. in.
if you get a conference championship, it's an automatic bid.
Fair enough.
It's like college basketball.
Yeah.
If you win your conference, even if you came into the tournament like under 500, you win your conference tournament, you make the
and this is
tournament.
why March
I mean,
Madness is better.
Football is different because obviously only 2 teams can make the
And also-
and the
championship game.
conferences are getting so skewed at this point. Like it's getting ridiculous.
The college football playoff is not officially affiliated with the NCAA. The March Madness is.
That's so
the college
bad.
football playoff is not.
Well, that's why I've been hearing a lot of the football programs are looking to disband from the NCAA and make like their own league.
Yeah,
like that's why
insane.
if the NCAA does not have their own tournament for the college football playoff, they just have the conference tournaments. Those are NCAA affiliated. Like March Madness, it's the NCAA tournament, right?
Yeah.
And that's their whole thing. Every conference, if you win it, you're in. College football doesn't have that.
Essentially, like imagine if just like the SEC, the ACC, and the Big Ten are just like forget the NCAA. We just want to make all the money in the world. We're just gonna play each other, and that's gonna crown the champion. Like that would be insane. And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel bad for the smaller schools, but I can't say I necessarily would absolutely hate it.
I see what you mean.
You know, I just think it would be the better football to watch, and each week would just be like a must-see matchup. But I don't know. But here we are at 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair, Ant and Mazz in the midday. Thank you, Connor.
In the midday.
But anyway, I don't know, fellas. I'm really excited for this college season. But, I mean, Miami's staying at a 16th seed. Connor, you think we're trending up or down? Or are we staying?
We're going up.
We're going up. How far up are we going?
You talking about up like as in just this week or like by the
Rutgers
end of the
is
season?
going
By the
up,
end of the
baby.
season.
Rutgers is going up.
Where do you think Miami's ending up, Connor?
Can you see them in the playoff?
No.
No?
Not yet. Not yet.
Top
If it's
10. Top 10.
I think right outside.
Nah, they're going top 10.
I think they're going to end up like 12th.
9.
I don't know. I like Cristobal, but I don't know. How do you feel about the quarterback situation?
Tyler Van Dyke is a stud.
Is he, though?
He is a stud.
Is he, though?
Yes.
I don't know, dude.
Absolute
I'm so
stud.
scared. The team is just...
He's projected to get
Did you guys
drafted
watch
this
any
next
of
season.
that?
Top
Did you guys
first
watch
round.
any of that Oregon-Georgia game the other day?
I saw...
Georgia
a little bit of it, but
absolutely
Georgia mauled.
Destroyed Oregon.
Dude, it
Marcus
is-
Mariota's just watching his team get destroyed.
Oregon came into last year. Weren't they like a top 5 school at one point?
That
in
makes
football?
sense. And then they lose their head coach to the U.
They did lose Cristobal to the U.
And that's why they're no
And that's
longer.
a big difference, man. I mean...
I didn't
definitely gonna
expect him to be
interesting.
ranked 16 before the season, though.
What's up?
I didn't expect Miami to be ranked so
Dude,
high.
I saw that and I went, whoa.
Same reaction.
You know? Like,
I didn't even think they were ranked, honestly. I just thought.
I thought we were... I didn't think we should
and then I'm
be
like,
ranked.
yo, they're
Bo-
16.
Bo
I'll take
Nix
it.
is on. Bo Nix is on Oregon now.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because his
When did he go to Oregon?
his offensive coordinator, I thought, became the head coach.
Yeah, of Auburn.
Yeah, the Auburn's OC became the head coach over at
did not know
Oregon once.
Jumped over.
Makes sense. You know, I definitely.
And he's playing right now.
Yeah,
So was he a
he went 21 of 37 for 173 yards and 2 picks.
so was he a graduate transfer? Because I know you have to sit out a year if you do the normal transfer
Yeah.
procedure. So I'm assuming if he was a graduate transfer, you could just play automatically like that. Or if
Yeah.
you have like it's weird. It's weird.
the whole landscape of college
Stetson
ball
Bennett.
is changing.
Stetson Bennett 25 for 31, 368
Stetson
yards.
Bennett, that's the
and 2
Georgia
touchdowns.
quarterback, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
love that
man.
guy, man. He's such an underdog, and he comes in and
we'll
he's
see what
man in
happens.
Georgia.
He's a national champion.
He is a national champion,
At Georgia, they were pretty much carried by their defense all last year.
dude.
Their offense now looking legit against number 11 Oregon.
Hey, we'll see what happens. I hate to say it, but it all depends on when you meet Bama, right?
Also, Cincy took an L, their first regular season L in almost 2 years?
Yep.
3 years. They lost to Arkansas 31-24. So, a lot of, and then did you watch any of the Ohio State Notre Dame as well?
I missed that completely, to be honest with you.
I watched a little bit of the third quarter. I didn't really get a chance to sit down and really watch it, but like
I heard it was a good game, though.
I heard it was Notre Dame was leading at half, and then Ohio State just went on a crazy run and just took over. I'm really excited for this year of college football, honestly.
What do we got coming up this upcoming weekend in college ball?
Um,
I'm just going to hit it with the top 25 games here. We're coming up on week 2. The U playing Southern Miss. That should be a dub, right?
Yeah.
All right, Bama versus Texas. I'm interested.
There's
but
only 2 ranked teams playing each other next week. It's not really a great week for matchups.
Not at all.
It's only Baylor versus BYU. That's the only big matchup.
Oh, I'm a schmuck, dude. I'm thinking Manning was starting for Texas, and he's not. He's just there.
Arch Manning?
Yeah.
I thought he was in high school.
Yeah,
he
That's
is in
what I'm
high
saying.
school.
Like, he's just committed there. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Texas, I'm interested. No, I'm not. He's not there yet. I'm a schmuck.
Yeah,
You
Baylor
know?
BYU is the best game looking like it.
I mean, everything else just like, dude, Wake Forest, number 22 right in the AP.
Wake Forest had a really sneaky good year last year.
That
no one
is
really
interesting.
looked at
North
it.
Carolina State, top 13. Jeez.
They almost lost to
They
East Carolina yesterday.
They're gonna go down. They're going,
going
down
down.
because they almost lost. The only reason they won is because East Carolina beat themselves.
They missed 2 field goals
missed
in the last
2
3
field
minutes.
goals.
Yeah, that's.
Y'all see
that's-
LSU?
Who do you think's going to be in the... All right, real quick, before we move on to NFL. Top 4 teams by the end of this year.
in college football?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you say Miami, Connor,
No, I'm not
going
saying
to slap
Miami.
you.
All right, listen, let's just be honest here, right? Bama.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but Bama.
Do we have to say it though?
We might have
Well,
to.
Bama is...
They were 4 last
They
year.
were 4 last year, so you don't know if they're going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Just say the 4. You don't have to rank them.
Yeah, I'm saying Bama, Ohio State, definitely. Georgia, it's a toss-up for that 4th spot. Probably A&M.
I'm not rocking with Ohio State this year.
Really?
They didn't look good in the first half against Notre Dame. And honestly, Notre Dame's a good team. They make the playoffs almost every other year.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sold on Ohio State. I feel like there's going to be a couple Big Ten teams that come in and
Michigan
get a
question
winner.
mark?
MSU.
You think Michigan State?
I think Michigan State actually has a chance.
I think they're trending upwards. I just don't know if they're going to be a top 4 team.
I mean, they had a good win against Western Michigan. I like their rushing attack. They were only a win. They beat Ohio State last year, right? I think they did.
I'm going Bama, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Michigan.
Hey, I'm just saying, I was just looking at week 3 just to see what the matchups
I'm going to
were.
go, hear me out. I'm going to say Alabama.
Yep.
I'm going to say Michigan State.
Okay.
ACC, I'm not liking Clemson after last year.
Really?
Well, I don't understand why Clemson's top 4 ranked in the preseason polls. They weren't even ranked at the end of last year.
I'm with you. It's because of recent success. That's why.
Exactly. Like, I feel like Notre Dame's going to squeak in like they always do
Connor, week
and just
3.
get blown out in the playoff game.
Possible.
Week 3, they're playing A&M.
The U's playing A&M,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be crying that day. You want to
No,
watch
they're
it together?
going for it.
You want to watch it?
Let's-
We should definitely wake up and watch
So,
it.
do you
It's at
think-
9 o'clock at night. We
Wait,
can definitely watch it.
if Notre Dame doesn't lose a game for the rest of the season, do they get in?
Yeah,
Depends
absolutely.
on how Ohio State does.
No, I think they might even get a preference just because their money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why
You know?
I always have a sneaking suspicion that Notre Dame cracks the top 4 every year because they want to see them in the playoffs, and then they get blown out every year in the
No,
first round.
there's definitely a Notre Dame and a Bama agenda out there.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
think-
convince me otherwise.
I think Bama and Michigan State have a good chance.
Fair.
Honestly, Texas A&M looks a little scary.
Dude, stop it.
Why do you hate Texas A&M?
Because 5 foot would be unbearable. Our friend 5 foot would just tell us nonstop, Anthony, I was right. But
And
yelling it at
UGA.
the top of his lungs.
And UGA and Texas A&M are going to be battling for that last playoff spot, I think.
We'll see what happens. But anyway,
I think Alabama, Michigan State, Notre Dame, and then possibly the winner of Texas A&M and Georgia.
fair enough. But fellas, it's time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ben, you can come
Dun,
back
dun,
into the
dun, dun,
conversation. We're
dun.
talking NFL.
No, say less.
Fellas, I wanted to just give a one last preview at each team here before we start this season off.
Actually, do we want to do week 1 predictions as well?
Yeah, we can hit it with it as we just talk about like each team. I just think, we're going to be not without football until February, right?
Next weekend, yeah.
So that's it. This is what's coming up. This is what everybody cares about. Yeah, we could go with the matchups and then just talk about each team. I think that's a good way to do it, right?
Yep.
Oh boy. You know what? I'm just going to choose it where to start. I think we should start with what we think is going to be the game of the week.
Well,
And
it's the Rams and Bills off Thursday night. I think it's got to be the game of the week.
I think that's you also got the Chargers and KC though. That's going to be
Nah.
interesting, but it's definitely the Rams and Bills for me.
The reigning Big Soup champs
Yep.
and the current favorites.
Yeah.
Like, going head to head. I honestly, in that week 1 matchup, Rams Bills, who's home? I think Bills are home, right? Or Rams are home.
Okay, got you, fellas. I had my I had week 2 up for some reason.
So the Rams are home against the Bills week 1.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Rams at home.
All right, so let's just preview both teams, right? I mean, the Rams did bring in Allen Robinson II, which fantastic pickup, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best number 2 receiver that they've had, and they just came off a big soup win. He's better than OBJ, I think, currently.
Currently, yes.
All right, like not all the time, but this guy, he's not even a kid. What am I saying? Has constantly showed out with quarterbacks like Mitch Trubisky.
Last year he had a bad year because Justin Fields couldn't even throw a ball.
Yeah, but usually he's pretty good. I mean, he's constantly had no quarterback help and has always looked like a stud, right? So I think putting him with Stafford, being the number 2 with a receiver like Kupp is going to be absolutely insane. I think Cam Akers still their running back, right?
Yeah,
So-
and Darrell Henderson.
All right, so that's not a bad duo. The defense, losing Von Miller, not the greatest, but they did bring in Bobby Wagner, right?
Mhm.
So, honestly, still strong. I don't even think they've lost a step. The Rams get slept on so much, they might even run it back. On the other side, you got the Bills, right? Josh
Allen's the
Allen,
best quarterback.
I think, is going to be the best quarterback. We've said this multiple times. Gabe Davis appearing as a serious threat in the playoff games. His stock went up. We'll see if he can recreate the magic going into the
And you
season.
still got Diggs and Knox.
Exactly.
in the passing
Reliable
game.
targets. Diggs definitely a top 10 receiver in the game. The defense, Adam Vaughn Miller. There's
They
Still
still gotta
talk
wait.
second out
You still gotta
OBJ.
wait on
Yep.
Micah Hyde a little bit.
what's up?
Micah Hyde he's still hurt, right? Micah Hyde. He's on the pup list,
Yeah.
or was it Tre'Davious White's still on the pup list too?
I thought he was back.
I think they both are.
They're both on the pup list.
No, I thought Tre'Davious White was back.
No, I think he's on the pup list.
Connor, find that out for me.
Can do. He's got put on it, yeah. So
did?
that means
Okay.
he's down for the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I that's why I take the Rams in this game because they're a little depleted at the moment. But I like the Bills going forward to be a top contender in the AFC. I think the Rams win this game. I'm gonna give it a nice little 34-24 victory for the Rams.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think it might be pretty high scoring.
That's pretty high scoring.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be even more high scoring. I think it's going
Like
to be
that
like.
Chiefs-Rams game from
I
like
think we're
years
talking
ago.
like. I don't know, man.
I still like the Rams defense though. You can't think that they're not gonna get scored on every drive.
But are they going to. I get that, but Josh Allen's going to be making plays and he's going to be getting a big chunk of yardage.
Also, you got to figure in that the Bills' running attack is not
For sure.
great.
I don't know, man. I just see this being absolutely insane. I still think the Rams pull it off. I think I'm rocking with a solid 35-28 game
All right, Ben.
in favor of the Rams.
I think it all comes down to the defenses because obviously they're both high-powered offenses, right? I think the Rams slightly edge it out. Although it's going to be a very close game, I think the Rams win. Oh man, I think they win 27-24.
All right, and Connor.
Give me the Rams, man.
All right, so that means the Bills are gonna win.
Yeah, because we all said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I mean,
Connor, write down these predictions. I want to know who's going to be right at the end of the year.
Are we gonna have we should have a competition right now.
Absolutely.
Losers
got to shave their eyebrows.
So we pick games. We pick the games every week on air. All right, we pick the games every week on air.
Yep.
Whoever has the best record at the end of the year, what do they get?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Congratulations, you got the bragging rights.
Crisp
Loser.
high five.
Last place, whoever has the worst record out of the four of us.
Shave their eyebrow.
Shade
What
A
is it
eyebrow?
with you and eyebrows, bro?
Cam, we got to pull a Cam Martin out here. All right, that's it. But fellas, we gotta start picking things up. We'll figure out the punishment, but just know it's not gonna be
So
fun.
all four of us picked the Rams.
I don't know if we can do the shaved eyebrow because me and you have to be on camera at some point in this
Yes.
year. So can't be permanent, but not fun.
Do like a 2-week temporary tattoo.
Dude, imagine getting like the stamp.
No, they get a
They gotta get the
schmuck stamp
No, dude.
on the forehead.
No, I think it's gotta be the winner's name down on the lower back, temporary tattoo.
Oh no.
I think
I don't
that's
like
it.
that.
And you have to present it whenever the winner asks you to.
Yes. All right.
I think that's it. That's it right
Oh.
there.
Okay. All right.
Oh God,
So,
that's deadly, man.
What have I started?
all right.
Ben, you know it's gonna be you too. And
I know
and
it
it's gonna
is.
be Connors that you got on the back of you.
All right. Game number 2, Saints Falcons. That's gonna be a snoozer.
Do you? Oh, okay. I thought we were going with like the matchups here. I was like, that is not the next best matchup.
No,
here.
I'm just going down the list.
Okay, that's fine. Saints Falcons. I think Pitts is gonna have a great year, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. I still think Winston's the better quarterback out of him and Mariota.
I do like the Falcons at home though.
Fair, but I don't know. Kamara's not getting suspended, right? That defense for the Saints is still it's better than Atlanta's defense. Not even close.
Atlanta's got some good pieces though.
Yeah,
on
but
that defense.
they
AJ
also.
Terrell.
Deion Jones,
But is it better than what the Saints is bringing? Cam Akers and the boys are monsters, man.
Cam Akers,
Cam Akers.
Cam
Not
Jordan.
my bad. Help me out here.
Cam Jordan,
Thank you.
Teron
I'm a
Matthews.
schmuck.
Teron Matthews.
I
right
forgot
there, too.
Honey Badger's there too.
Lattimore as well.
Dude,
Yep.
it's nice. Definitely better than Atlanta.
They did lose a good piece with Marcus Williams leaving.
And CD Deuce left as well.
Yeah, so didn't another safety just get hurt too?
No, so they picked up Marcus May.
Marcus May.
Marcus
they
May,
got
he just got
arrested,
arrested.
yeah.
He just got arrested. Yeah. Saints secondary looking a little iffy. I do like it Lattimore though as a corner. I do.
Lattimore
like,
and
And
Tyrann Mathieu
yeah.
will do the job.
But then move over to the offensive side of the ball, right? Winston's definitely the better quarterback. Anybody disagree?
No, you're right.
You're right.
And
Okay.
Michael Thomas, Olave,
Yep.
Jarvis Landry,
Yep.
Kamara in the backfield.
Kamara's
receive-
not getting suspended.
Yeah,
I don't know
Taysom
how
Hill.
he's not
Yo,
getting
is
suspended.
Taysom Hill the starting tight end?
ain't no way.
Who's the starting tight end?
There's got to be something we missed. We're gonna go check that one out right
I think
now.
it's Taysom Hill.
Well, of course, he'll be a gadget player in that offense. He'll be
Say
used.
Taysom Hill's going to be the starting tight end.
I think so.
There's absolutely no way.
I mean, it's
I mean,
possible.
I mean,
You're joking right now, right?
I don't think
I wouldn't
joking.
be putting.
I
I wouldn't
see-
put it past them.
it's totally possible because the tight end. Here's the tight ends they got. They have Nick Vanette,
Who?
Adam Troutman,
Who?
It's gonna be Taysom Hill the starting tight end.
Taysom Hill, and Jawan Johnson.
Who? Jawan Johnson?
Dude,
Who's
I
going to be the starting tight end? What are they
Taysom
doing?
Hill about to
I
be the
don't know
starting
half of
tight
these
end.
Dude, what is going on?
Adam
First
Troutman?
year with was this the first year without Sean Payton?
This is the first year without Sean.
So
Payton.
year without Sean
it's gonna
Payton.
be an experiment. That's why I'm gonna take Atlanta in this game. Be a little bit of an underdog.
It's going to be a snoozer.
It's gonna be a low scoring game.
You
wait.
know what? It might be. It just might be all the chaos.
Do y'all want me to write this
I'm taking
down?
Atlanta.
You want me to write this
I just
down?
want you
now?
to write it down.
All right,
I'm
sorry.
taking
Let me
it-
open up notes app. Start from the beginning. You know, make sure we got this.
All right, so we all took the
Rams.
Rams over the Bills.
All right, so I'm taking Atlanta in this one, 21-18.
Okay, I like it. I'm going with the Saints. And 24 24-14.
All right, Ben.
I'll go Saints as well. I'll go.
Today, Junior.
Dude, I can't think.
Give
of
us a score. Come on.
Oh my god, dude, I can't think of a score. All right, give me a 21-24.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me 24-14 Saints.
All right, so I'm the only one taking the Falcons in this game.
So that means we're definitely winning here.
All right, 49ers Bears
Oh, 49ers.
in Chicago though.
49ers.
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 This is the first game of the Trey Lance experiment. So you don't really know how that's going to go.
But
I do like the rushing attack.
First game of Trey Lance, but with the 49ers, is definitely looking better than
Yeah.
Justin Fields with what? What's he got, dude? Mooney?
Darnell Mooney.
Cole Kmet.
David Montgomery.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
And the
not
worst,
much.
probably the worst O-line in football.
It's up there. Well, down there. It's definitely down there.
Down there. I like the rushing attack from San Francisco. I like the Debo and George Kittle on the offensive side. You got Nick Bosa on the defensive side of the ball. Dude, come on. You got to take the San Francisco 49ers.
I think you definitely got to go with the 49ers.
So
I think
all
it's
of
gonna be a
us,
blowout,
all
yeah.
of us taking that one.
I'm taking the 49ers in this one, 28-3.
Oh, wow. You're really disrespectful.
I'll give the Bears at least 6.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah, I'll
dude,
give him.
come
I'll give
on.
him 6.
But I wouldn't even give San Francisco 28. I'll give them like 24. 24
I
6.
think I think Fields might actually squeeze a touchdown out of there. I'm going to say
10?
49ers. Yeah, that's what I was going with it. 49ers 28-10.
So when they win 28-3, what are we going to do on that Monday?
Ed,
Praise me.
Yes, sure. No problem, Ed.
All right, next game up on the slate, Steelers-Bengals. Bengals.
Bengals.
It's going to crush them.
If Mitchell Trubisky's your starting quarterback week 1, and Joe Burrow just came out yesterday, what did he say? He said he wasn't scared of anything this coming season, man.
Yeah, are we all going
would he?
Bengals? All of us?
I think
Absolutely.
I think we all are. Steelers just
What
named
an
their
upset
captains
that
too.
would be. I mean, dude, if you look at them, what did the Bengals really lose? The tight end, who you're not even sold on, right?
Dude, they gained. Did they gain
They got
Lyle
a tight end.
Collins? You know what I
Did
mean?
They got
they
Leo
got Hayden
Collins.
Hurst.
They got Hayden
Hurst.
perfect
Who just left
sub in.
with
That's
the
better
dude
than
who went to the
Uzama.
Jets?
Uzoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They almost had OJ Howard.
He's cut now, so now he's open.
I think he went to Hughes.
But you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, bro, like and
And
Tyler
Tyler
Boyd,
Boyd.
Dude, you
Joe
know,
Mixon.
and Joe Mixon.
I was just complaining about drafting T. Higgins yesterday. He's quality. What is wrong with me?
Now you got Jesse Bates on the franchise tag, like.
Dude,
You
Cincinnati.
they probably have the two like the best pass rushing duo. I would say best, probably top 4 or 5 in
The
the
best
league.
is
Trey Hendrickson and
LA.
Sam Hubbard.
the best is LA.
Cincy might be up there.
Trey Hendrickson and
At
Sam
the
Hubbard.
end. Cincy might be up there
I'm taking the Bengals in this one. I'm gonna kick them
today.
30-21.
Okay. I don't know, dude. You're giving a lot of respect there to the Steelers. I'm taking the Bengals, and again, I'm going to be rocking, I think, 35-14.
30-17.
Who?
Oh, Bengals.
Okay.
Honestly, though, I still like the Steelers' defense. It's still going to be
Fair.
nice
Yeah.
with TJ and Minka in the back.
Yeah, but we're talking
Cam
about
Mitch
one of the,
Trubisky in the backfield.
we are
throwing.
talking about one of the premier offenses in the NFL, and offense usually wins against defense because that's just how the game goes these days.
You'd be surprised. Look at
I understand. Look at the big soup, right?
Look at which one was it? Rams, Patriots.
Yeah, 13-3.
Yeah.
That was 10-3.
10-3.
I don't know. It was awful,
13-3.
whatever it was.
Defense wins.
All right. Eagles, Lions.
Wait, Ben, who you got that one?
Bengals.
Bengals.
Okay. You writing this down?
Yeah, I wrote it all down.
All right. Eagles, Lions.
Eagles.
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 Jalen
Oh.
Hurts season.
Dude, you know, I've been saying that when did DJ Chark go to Detroit? How did we miss that?
I didn't.
I mean,
didn't
I
miss that.
understand how we missed it because he went from Jacksonville
Mid to
but-
mid.
Yeah,
No, not mid to mid. Trash to trash.
yeah, literally. Dude, hold on a sec. Jaguars are trending up, dude. They actually have a head coach, but talking as much as I hate to say it, the Eagles have that duo's got to be up there for wide receivers of AJ Brown and Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
I actually think Devonta Smith's going to have the better season.
I still like Miles Sanders, too. I really like him.
Yeah,
So
I
do
mean,
I.
the defense is quality. What more? I mean, Jalen Hurts has been taking leaps. I think he's going to take an even bigger one this year. I still don't think that they win the division, even though I've been sitting here
Didn't you
flipping
just
out.
say you thought the
Yep,
Eagles were
because
gonna win the
hold
division
on,
last year?
hold on. When we get to the Cowboys, I'll tell you why I have faith again. All right.
You know they just signed Jason Peters.
Thanks, Connor. Thanks for ruining it. I appreciate it. But yes, that's why I have faith. We actually have we have a veteran lineman, top 10 lineman.
Isn't
He's
he
been up
40,
there.
though?
He is up there. Hey, listen, the dude from the Rams put out a good showing, right? So why can't he?
We'll see.
Thank you.
Dude, like 40 years old and playing offensive line.
That's an
dude.
animal right there, man.
Oh, my God.
You know?
What's
So-
next
Got that
game?
dog,
But
man.
anyway, so we're all with Philly here, right?
Yep, I'm
Yep.
rocking Philly.
Yeah.
I don't even. I honestly.
I think it's going to be close, though. I think this is going to be a close game.
Do you
I
really?
do like the Lions coming into this year a little bit better than most people are.
Explain yourself.
I think they made some improvements to the offensive line.
Okay.
They're building something on the defensive side of the ball with Dan Campbell, who's more of a defensive-oriented coach. I still don't really like Goff, but I like Swift. I think that's going to be enough to sort of get them to 7 wins this year.
They got St. Brown there, too. And
Yeah.
Chark has a
So are
second.
you
is
going
not
Lions?
And Hawkinson, too. I'm taking the Eagles in this game.
Okay, we are okay.
But I think the Lions could be a solid 6-7 win team.
bad. Okay.
They were 2 wins, 3 wins last year? I think they're
three.
going to have 4 or 5 more wins than they had last year.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going Philly here. And I think it's going to be 17-10.
Yeah, I'm going to take Philly 20-13.
Actually, I like Mazz's score. I'll go with 17-10 as well. Eagles.
14-10 Eagles.
Okay.
All right, next up, Connor. Pats Dolphins.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
You know what?
The Pats aren't looking that good, man. I am not, like, Bill taking over everything in the preseason. I know it's the preseason, but it still didn't look fluid at all.
Connor, we get it. It says Dolphins.
And also,
Yo, guys, it says Dolphins.
and also the game is. Oh my God! Bring up.
Anyway, we don't, listen.
But
anyway,
New England has a track record of losing in Miami every year.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Dolphins in this game. It's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna say they're gonna win last second, 27-24.
Last second, 20. Dude, I don't know how to feel about this because the Pats have given me every reason not to believe in them. But it's the GOAT. But I got to be honest with you, just because of having Waddle and Tyreek, I think I'm also going to be rocking Dolphins. As much as, you know what? I can't do it. I can't. I'm going with Bill. I think I got to go with the
So is this one
I got to
2-2?
go with the Pats, dude. Yeah, this is
This
what
one's
we're
2-2?
going
Well,
here.
Ben's gonna be biased here, so yeah.
This
So
is
am I.
You're
so.
gonna be biased.
Listen, this is. I don't know, man. I don't like Tua. I like Waddle. I don't think Tyreek Hill is as great as everybody says he is. I think he's quality though. Gesicki's kind of trending downwards, but who is Mac throwing to? I can't stand Mac. I'm sorry.
Who's Mac throwing
Did you
to?
see
Kendrick
Mac in the
Bourne, Nelson
preseason, bro?
Aguilar.
He threw in like double coverage like a bunch of times.
Dude, I don't know, man. This is Mac's probably a better
I,
quarterback.
I'm in the.
Is Mac a
the
better
belief-
quarterback than Tua? That's the question. I don't know.
It's
There's
close, but I think Mac's gonna have a little bit of a sophomore slump this year.
possible.
You see it from a lot of guys. So I don't think Mac's going to escape.
Yeah,
it this
Ben,
year.
I'm sorry. I think I got to hop back with the Miami
All
train. Yeah, I'm going with Miami here, and I think it's going to be like 21-17.
Ben,
21-17?
Give your Patriots take here.
Go ahead, Ben. You got. I'll give you till 126. Go ahead.
All right. So basically, Patriots added offensive weapons, right? Yes, they lost.
Devontae Parker?
Devontae Parker, he's a deep threat. All right, that's fine.
But
That's
Matt
fine.
can't throw a deep ball.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Patriots are going to utilize Jonnu Smith more, which means you're going to see more 2 tight end looks from the Patriots. All right. Yes, Mazz, I know you're looking at the clock. Let
Come
me
on,
let
go
me
ahead,
work
go
here.
ahead, go ahead.
Let me beautiful mind this. All right. So, I think Bill's going to be the OC, which is fine. Patricia's going to go back to the DC, which, we all
Is
know.
he though?
Yes, he is.
Because
And Joe Judge special teams?
Joe Judge is going to go back to special teams.
I don't know, dude. You already had the Mad Hatter just say, I'm taking everything. I'm wearing all caps. You don't think he's not going to?
Bill run everything?
Yeah, he said he's going to.
I think he can. I doubt he will.
Okay.
That's my spiel.
Keep going. I'll give you more time if you want.
No,
That's all you need?
I don't need more time.
So what's your
Patriots
prediction?
21-14.
Okay.
And then Connor, give your Dolphins take. You're wearing the shirt right now.
Connor,
man.
you got 30 seconds. Go.
They're a better team.
That's all you needed?
That's all I need.
Okay.
Snooze.
What's your prediction?
Score prediction?
Yeah.
24-17.
Okay.
All right. So 3 for the Dolphins. Next game up. My Ravens versus the New York Jets in East Rutherford. I will probably be more than likely at that game.
Ravens.
Jets are going down. Ravens have got to win that one. Gotcha.
So
yeah.
we're all Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Ravens here, but Zach Wilson MVP of the game.
He's not even playing.
Doesn't matter. You don't.
I
get
get
where
where
you're
you're
going
going.
with
got that dog in him.
Stop it.
He's got that dog in him.
Anyway,
I'm taking
that
the
dog in him.
Ravens in this game.
I think it's going to be closer
I
than we
love-
liked it.
Lamar in a contract year, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna ball out.
He's going to try to.
He's gonna do.
I think he
I'm betting
will.
on myself. I'm gonna have an absolute fantastic season. J.K. Dobbins back. Gus Edwards not back yet, but I think they're gonna pair him with Kenyon Drake for the time being. I like the improvements we made on the defensive side with re-signing Justin Houston. Now I got Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton in the first round. I think Marlon Humphrey's going to come back better than he was last year. Marcus Peters is back. We got all these guys come back from injury. We're the most injured team in the league last year. That's why we lost so many games. I'm taking Baltimore in this game. I think it's going to be a little bit of a blowout. I got them winning this one 35-14.
I actually think it's going to be a little closer than the Ravens would like it to be. I'm still rocking with Lamar. However, I see this one being like 24-17.
I was saying 28-17.
Yeah, that sounds
I think-
that sounds even better to me.
I
Honestly,
think 24-17 sounds reasonable.
yeah, I think the Jets they're trending in the right direction. They're not doing anything special this season, but
I do like what they're doing.
listen, I'll tell you right now that they look like to be the better team in New York City for me.
Robert Saleh's doing a great job.
You mean the better team in East Rutherford?
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
MetLife Stadium, you know.
Better team in New Jersey. New
Because
Jersey.
New
Yeah.
Jersey Jets changed my mind.
Yeah, change our mind.
if-
New Jersey's.
Will you leave the Ravens if they become the New Jersey Jets?
I've thought about this for a little bit.
I'll tell you right now, I could be swayed to leave the Cowboys if that happens.
Because I like supporting teams that have the New Jersey. Like I like the Devils.
I like the Devils.
I
I'm with
like. I
you.
like.
Give me a Jersey
Like
team.
when the
and I'll
Nets when the
consider it.
Nets left New Jersey for Brooklyn, it kind of hurt me.
I love my Lakers more than anything, but if a team wants to come back to Jersey, I can be we could have the conversation.
Yeah.
Call me a bad fan. Oh well, somebody's got to claim us. They've been playing here for too long.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, Ben, where you at? Ravens Jets.
Ravens Jets. Yeah, I can't go against Lamar in a contract year. I think he'll ball out against the Jets. So I'll go 28-14.
Okay.
Zach Wilson's still MVP though.
Here's my question, right? Lamar Jackson above or under 65 yards rushing in this game?
Above.
In this
Above.
Yeah. I think it's going to be above, dude. I think he's just going to be taking
I
off.
think he'll
Honestly,
go for
though,
Honestly,
at least 70.
No, here,
He'll go
hear
for
me
at
out.
least
Hear me out.
70.
They've been doing a lot more pocket
Yep.
plays in this offense this whole like training camp. You're gonna see a lot less of Lamar running, especially in a contract year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I think he's just going to be doing
He's
whatever
hitting
it takes.
65 yards in one play.
I don't think. Actually, you know what?
It's going to be a quarterback draw.
All right, next game. Oh my.
Wait,
goodness.
Connor, who you got for that one?
The Ravens, yeah.
Okay.
This one's gonna be a snoozer. Jaguars, Commanders.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's
This
a
isn't
snoozer,
a
but
snoozer.
still, it's hard to choose.
This is a great game.
Dude,
what?
listen, just because you have two awful teams
Doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
it's
it's going to be.
yeah.
If anything, that's going to be a great game.
This
Yeah.
is game of the week.
That's a game I'm going to be paying attention to. Okay.
What are you guys going with this one? That's all.
I really would love to say Jacksonville.
I
I
say-
think Commanders.
I'm
The
going
Commanders
with
got
the
the better
I'm going
defense.
Commanders.
They got the better defense.
No, for sure. I mean, listen.
But Carson Wentz, Trevor Lawrence.
I'd rather Carson Wentz right now than Trevor Lawrence right
As would I.
now. Well, I gotta see what Trevor Lawrence is about
I
in
got to
year two.
disagree.
I gotta see what Trevor Lawrence is about in year
No,
two.
I got to disagree because here's the thing, right? Think of all of the headaches that was going on in Jacksonville with Urban Meyer. I'm an Urban fan, but that was awful. All right? It just comes down to this. I think you have a coach that knows how to win the big one, right? I don't like Peterson, but he's won one. I think he's going to be there for a while. I think it's going to be very good. We've seen Peterson do more with
He won a big soup.
a lesser quarterback talent.
But how much is that of that big soup is contributed to Frank Reich?
It's got to be up there. For
I think,
sure,
I think a lot of it's contributed to Frank Reich because you saw after he left,
But here's my question, though.
it
right?
wasn't as good of a product.
Yeah, but here's my question, though, right? Trevor Lawrence is by far the better talent than Nick Folk ever was.
Foles?
Foles, yeah. My bad. Folk. What am I
Folks,
doing
the
here?
My
kicker.
Yeah, the
Do we
kicker.
have three
Yeah,
Commanders?
My poor kicker.
I'm taking the Commanders in this game.
I might be rocking with Jacksonville.
What do you got, Ben?
I'm torn. I think I might go Washington here.
You know what? I think Jacksonville's heading in the right direction. I think the Commanders' defense is going to be good enough. I think it's going to be low scoring.
Yep.
I see this one close though. Maybe 21-14.
For Jaguars?
No, for the Commanders.
I thought you said okay.
Yeah, because McLaurin is definitely, in my eyes, probably the best receiver that's going to be on the field, right? Out of
He's
him
going to
and
be the
Kirk.
game changer for them.
I
this
gotta
year.
be the guy out.
You going with
I'm rocking with the
Jacksonville?
Jags.
I like
They
it.
can do one.
His,
They can
Florida,
do
his
one.
Florida brothers.
Oh, no.
I like it. I
They gotta get one.
if they had a better defense, I'd be for it.
Yeah.
They just drafted Trayvon Walker.
I think Chase Young's gonna have like 2 or 3 sacks this game.
What's up?
I think Chase Young's gonna have like 2 or 3 sacks.
Okay,
this
that
game.
He
is-
might, dude. He's an animal, dude.
Yeah, especially
Like,
with the
that guy
Jaguars
is-
line.
Is he even
Look-
playing? Last I
should
saw, he
be.
was hurt.
No, he's back. He should be
Okay.
back. Yeah, especially, dude. The Commanders are so bad though.
I'm taking Commanders. I'm gonna say 26.
Don't get me wrong.
Tonight.
I'll be rooting Jags all game, but I think Commanders. Are
I'm taking the Jags. Or not.
I'm giving the Jags this one. I'm gonna give it to them.
I'm gi-
Close game, 21-20.
Ben, where you at? Come on.
I like the 21-20 score, but it's Washington winning.
I see what you mean.
I'm taking Commanders 26-24.
Okay, so that's 3 Commanders and 1 Jag.
And
We
then,
can't all go all for the same every game. You know what I mean? Got to switch it up somehow.
For sure.
Now we're doing Baker's reunion with the Cleveland Browns, Panthers, Week 1 in Carolina.
Give me the Panthers.
Ooh.
It's tough.
I don't
bro.
hate it.
It really. This game might be the toughest one to decide this week.
Give me the Panthers.
Now, don't get me wrong. I want the Panthers to win.
Listen, the Browns
I
team
want
is going to
Baker
have
to do well.
Jacoby Brissett behind center.
And as a Ravens fan, do you?
I
wanna
never
see
liked Baker. I never liked Baker.
But for
when he was
what
with the Browns.
but for what Cleveland did to him, I
I
think you
kind of
don't
want to
like.
see him. I
You
kinda
gotta
wanna
like
see him.
Baker better than Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now that he's out of division, do you want to see him win this game?
Yes.
Okay, but who do you think is gonna win?
Honestly, though, I might have to take Cleveland.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think their defense is
Yeah.
definitely
And then
better.
All
But
Brissett has to do.
CMC's back.
Brian Burns is still in Carolina. They
Mazz,
still got
listen
the
to this.
secondary. Jeremy Chin.
All Brissett's really got to do this game, hike,
Hand the
hand it
ball
off to Nick
Chubb.
Chubb,
Yep.
and then let him
Kareem
go to
Hunt.
work.
So this is basically what the matchup's looking like for me, right? It's coming down to Baker, who we don't know how he's gonna be. He's coming off a torn labrum, right? CMC, who's coming off multiple injury seasons, but when he's healthy, is arguably the best running back in the league, right?
DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson.
I
I see what you mean, yeah.
They're not my favorite duo.
And Denzel Ward is on
They're
the other
still
side.
a fine duo.
It's not. That's why I said like not like
Yeah.
get out of here. Like it's not like the big names that
It's
you
not
want
your
to hear.
preferred duo, but
For
they're still
sure.
a good
I mean, they're
duo.
not a top 10 duo, are they? Anybody think that they are?
No.
Thank you.
Not even top 15, 20.
Thank you. Yeah. So like, there's definitely better names. They're solid names. I think those are like they're okay names, but
Yeah.
definitely not up there in
I
terms
mean,
of
Jeremy
duos.
Chin and Brian Burns on the defensive side of the ball. Is for
Yeah,
sure
exactly,
pretty good,
exactly.
But I still think the Browns are going to take this one.
So who are you guys rocking with?
Myles Garrett on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, Denzel Ward.
Browns.
My heart is rocking with the Panthers.
Yep. I'm the same way, Mazz. Same
My
way.
heart is rocking with the Panthers, but if I had to put a potential shaved eyebrow on it, I'd have to go with the Browns.
We're not doing shaved eyebrows.
I know we're not, but that's just what I'm comparing everything to right now because
Ben?
that's just an awful thing.
I'm gonna
to
go with
through.
the Browns as well.
This
All right.
one is gonna be pretty low scoring.
I would say Browns win this one 24-13.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
actually thinking this is gonna be like a 21-10 game in favor of the Browns. Maybe even lower, 17-10.
I'm saying 24-13 Browns.
Panthers like 14-9.
Okay,
Wow.
Ben.
It's gonna be really low scoring. I feel like it could be 21.
Come on.
17
In favor of who?
Browns.
Okay.
One Panthers.
It's just gonna
3
be all
Browns.
rushing
Connor,
touchdowns.
Connor,
Connor, if he loses all these games, he's gonna be have to make up some ground real quick.
but Connor's gonna be gaining a lot of ground on us if we don't start going different ways here. Anyway, continue.
Colts Texans.
Colts
Colts.
all day. Colts all day. Matt Ryan, come on.
Matt
And that
Ryan
defense,
and
too.
JT.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, best back in the league, man.
I can't even tell you who's throwing the ball for the Texans.
Davis Mills.
General Mills.
General Mills.
Rocking with
Davis
Matt
Mills,
Ryan.
and then who's their running back they got now?
Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce.
Yeah.
They just-
Everyone's high on him.
They just cut Marlon Mack again today.
He's off now for good.
Yep. He's off the practice squad.
Ravens,
There we go.
cut Kenyon Drake and give me Marlon Mack.
Anyway, yeah, definitely gonna be the Colts.
I
I
like
don't-
their defense too. Shaq Leonard.
Yeah.
You got Kenny Moore.
I didn't know
Now
you go by
that's
Shaq Leonard
Stephon
now.
Gilmore.
I didn't know that. I had to find that out.
And Stephon Gilmore now too, bro.
Gilly
You have one more.
Locks.
Yeah, listen, this is Colts are gonna be sneaky this year. I feel like.
They're gonna win the AFC South for sure.
Yeah,
I think they're better than Titans.
I would concur.
The Titans got a lot worse, I think.
Absolutely.
So I'm
So-
taking the Colts against the Texans here. I think they're winning this one 28.
21. Oh wow!
Ooh.
I
You think it's gonna be a blowout?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I feel like Mills had his moments last year though.
he did.
He had flashes.
You
but
know?
sometimes you see that from
Yeah,
rookie
you know, you're
quarterbacks
right, you're
before
right.
they trail.
30
Mitchell Trubisky was a
31-14.
Pro Bowler.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, he was a Pro Bowler. That's terrifying.
I think this is probably gonna be. I'm gonna say 28-6. And
So you're right the same way?
Yeah, you convinced me.
All right, Ben.
You with the Colts, right?
I'm with the Colts. I think I'll go 21-6.
Ben just hitting my scores. Ben loves my takes. What can I
Yeah,
say?
Ben-
Ben, Ben loves my
I
team.
do.
too.
I'm going
he said that
like
Lamar in a contract year as well.
24-13.
Who?
Colts.
Okay.
So we all take the Colts in that.
Keep it
one.
moving.
Giants Titans. Ooh.
Titans.
The game I will not be watching.
I love you, Ben. Titans. Definitely Titans.
Derrick Henry's back.
I can't. But so is Barkley.
For what, 3 minutes?
It's a game though, right? We're
That
just
is
talking
true.
about the game,
That is true.
and then
I was
Robert
debating-
Woods is there. Is
Honestly,
the
I
number
was
one
debating on
receiver?
taking the Giants here to
Traylon
go
Burks.
different from you guys and just see if I can gain a game.
If they would have had Kayvon Thibodeau, I probably could have been convinced.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm taking the Titans.
going with the Titans. Henry's gonna be running all day. I
Yeah,
have
Titans without AJ Brown though.
I
No
just-
passing attack.
Traylon Burks.
That's it though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still.
I mean, the Giants got what?
Nick Westbrook Akine, is that also who's there still?
What are the Giants got? Kenny Galladay, who doesn't move in practice. They got
Tony, who doesn't
Kadarius
even want to be
Toney,
there.
Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard, who's having a concussion.
One of them's going down with a concussion.
Titans.
Titans.
I'm taking Titans.
Titans.
All right. Here's my question though: Derrick Henry, above or below 100 yards?
Above.
Above.
Without Thibodeau and no defense. All they got right now is Leonard Williams. That's all they got. I'm taking the Titans in this one. 27-17.
21-14.
Titans. I like that score, honestly. That's hard, fellas. I think I got to go with the Titans. Well, I definitely have to go with the Titans. I don't know if 24 to 9.
Yes.
Giants aren't going to score. They're just gonna kick 3 field goals.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Ben?
Yeah. 21-7. Titans.
All right. Packers Vikings. That's going to be a really good game.
Oh, this
You know
is
what?
tough.
You're
It's tough.
I I like Rodgers because I just took him in my family fantasy league, you know. But honestly, who's he throwing to?
A
And
Hall of
Kirk-
Famer and Alan Lazard.
Stop it.
Hall of Famer.
Get some help.
Dude, that's literally what Aaron Rodgers said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also.
It's what Aaron Rodgers said.
Yeah, well, he's been,
I'm right.
dude.
I'm right because he
Stop
said
it.
it in an interview.
Dude, he doesn't even know where he's at, dude. He's been on these. He's been dabbling in some stuff lately. All right.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know even know what to
Crazy,
think,
bro.
but it is Rodgers.
How is he not getting,
Because he's Rodgers.
Because he's Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, if this was, insert anybody from the Cowboys defensive line, they're out of the league. All right.
Yep.
If this,
Guys, go
imagine if Ndamukong Suh came out and said, "Oh yeah, I'm on DMT." Are you kidding me? But we don't even bat an eye because it's Rodgers. Anyway, just a little ridiculous in my mind.
What are you guys going with?
I'm
here?
going with the Vikings. Shout out Papa Cafone.
Dad, if you're listening, Mazz is with you.
I'm with him, dude. Dude,
And honestly,
Kirk Cousins,
the Vikings at home against the Packers is always a good matchup. I'm gonna take the Vikings as well, Mazz.
Okay.
Ben.
I think Kirk Cousins now, they got some upgrades to the offensive line. Dalvin Cook's back. Jettas and Thielen are definitely a top 10 receiver duo in the league. I like what they're doing on the
They got
defensive side.
Jalen Rager, wide receiver
They
3
just
now.
got, what's his name? Zadarius Smith
Yeah.
on the defensive pass rush. I'm taking the Vikings this one over the Packers.
It's gonna be high scoring though.
Yeah,
Ben, come
it's
here.
It's
What do you
got to
got?
be high scoring.
really high scoring. I'm going to say 41-38.
I was actually,
Wow.
I was gonna say like 36-30.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
thinking like 35-28.
Dude,
35-24.
Who do you take, Packers or Vikings?
Packers. I'm taking Packers.
Okay, Ben. Oh man. Ben really wants to rock with Aaron Rodgers.
I
right
really
now.
do, but I also like the Vikings
Go ahead, Ben. Don't be afraid
receiving
to say
core
it.
more.
But what do you like better, Rodgers or the receiving core? That's the question.
Rodgers doesn't have a receiving core.
But it's
and
Rodgers. He's a
Mid
multiple
Cousins
time
has a
MVP.
receiving core.
But Rodgers, anytime he goes to Minnesota, is not like that.
I just
great.
want Ben to
True.
be
It's
different.
like the Patriots when they go to Miami.
Ben,
It's
take a
always
gamble
like
here. You won't. Come on, guy.
Let's see. Do I want Aaron Rodgers or Mid Cousins? I'll go Aaron Rodgers here.
It's not mid, dude. He
Dude,
was
Alright,
but-
Ben,
like
we're on the
46
same
last
team.
year.
Dude, he threw as many interceptions as Rodgers did.
This is the first game we're split 2-2.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great.
Okay. I
great.
like it.
If you give him an offensive-minded head coach like the Vikings just hired, they just hired the Rams offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Like they're going to be a better offensive team than they have been in the last previous years because they had Mike Zimmer as their coach.
Yeah,
They
I
still
think
can't
Vikings are
block.
going to be doing it, man.
All right, next team up, Chiefs Cardinals.
Chiefs.
Jesus,
Give
dude,
me
it's
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
The
There's no There's no DeAndre Hopkins for 6
But
weeks.
the Chiefs defense is bad.
So
Yeah.
what? The
But the offense, though.
Arizona
You saw
Cardinals
what
don't
happened in
have-
the AFC Championship game last year.
TJ Watt ain't what he used to be.
TJ Watt?
JJ.
JJ Watt.
Sorry, JJ. What is
I'm
wrong with me
taking
today?
Arizona in this game.
Dude, the schmuck of the week has just got me so rattled. I can't remember names. I'm all over the place here. I should just be kicked off the show.
I think Arizona's got a better defense. I think they're going to go point for point with Kansas City this game.
Who do they have though? I mean, you got Ertz. Kirk's not there. I'm sorry. I do not
AJ
like
Green.
I don't like Hollywood Brown.
You coming with me? Chiefs? I'm Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm with
going
you, Connor.
Chiefs.
I'm taking Cardinals this game.
Okay.
I'm taking the Cardinals. It's going to be a high scoring
Dude,
one.
it's Patty. Come
I
on.
think it's going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to say
the
Cardinals.
quarterback doesn't even watch film apparently.
He plays
still-
Call
he
of
still
Duty
balls
instead.
out.
I know.
He's still, I'm saying 36-30
I-
Cardinals.
I just think
Actually, no, 36-31.
Listen,
36-31.
even with Juju there, right? I don't like Juju. I'm gonna be honest. I would like him as a second option. I don't like him being.
Well, he is. Travis Kelce's the one.
I understand that, but I'm talking about like as a wide receiver, one that
I hear
scares
you.
me, right? Kelsey, of course, but Edwards-Helaire is probably I think he's the better running back out of him and Connors, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else feel differently? I think it's
last
closer.
year? No,
I think it's closer.
Connor was better last year.
Yeah, I just think going into this year though, I think Edwards-Helaire's biggest
taking
problem
Connor.
was the fumbles.
I'm taking Connor.
Chiefs
Okay.
28-17.
I like it.
I actually really like that.
I think it's gonna be Chiefs 28-20.
And then Ben, what's your score?
I'll go Chiefs.
Ben, we can't have dead air. I need you to talk. if
Dude,
you're gonna take the time to
I'm
think.
working on it. I'm working on it.
Just keep on
Chiefs
talking while you're thinking.
28, and I feel like I could go 21 for the Cardinals.
So
Okay.
you three take the Chiefs. I take him the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Ant by himself on that lonely island there. That Connor's now basically that's Cupid Island right there.
Keep it
Let's
on.
go.
Raiders Chargers.
Oh,
this matchup,
Oh,
man.
dude, this is arguably game of the week for me. Like
I
I know
can't choose.
Yes, you can, because you're choosing right now. You can go last. I'll give you more time to
I'll
think.
I'll go last.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Oh man, I really like the Chargers defense, and that's why I gotta go with the Chargers. But listen. Derek Carr is gonna have a good year. Look at all the weapons he has. I mean, he's got Renfro's the 2, and Renfro was just basically the 1 last year. Adams, come
Waller.
on, they went to college together too. Waller's, I think, is gonna have a bounce back year. And
Josh Jacobs.
I like Jacobs.
I'm going with the Chargers for this game.
I'm going with
It's
the
in
Chargers
LA.
for this game.
The Chargers defense is better than the Raiders defense.
Definitely.
And I think Herbert's going to have... I think Herbert might win the MVP this year. If it's not Allen, I think it's going to be Herbert.
Is that your big prediction?
I think it's my bold pick, Herbert MVP this year.
Okay. Somebody write that down.
I like it.
I think Herbert has a big game against the Raiders. I think they win by 2 touchdowns.
So you're going with the Chargers.
I'm taking Chargers 38-24.
I'm also
I
rocking
think it's going to be
with the
closer
Chargers.
than that. I think it's going to be like 34-30 Chargers.
Dude, this might be crazy. I think it's going to be Chargers. Dare I? 28-27 Chargers. Yeah, I said it.
31-28.
This is going to be a lot closer, dude.
All right,
I mean,
so
it's
we
a
all taking
rivalry
the
game.
Chargers.
It's a rivalry game.
But I think the Chargers are going to put themselves on the map this game.
Yeah, we'll see.
Week 1 against the Raiders at home. It's SoFi.
It's a statement game.
They're going to make a statement week 1. That's why.
fair.
And I think Herbert's going to make his case for MVP right away.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be like 28-27 like I just said, but like that's
So now.
All right, Sunday Night Football.
Chargers for sure.
Buccaneers,
boys.
Cowboys.
Dem boys and the Bucks.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. You guys aren't beating the Bucks.
Is where
Dude, you know what? This is where I go the opposite way. Even though I think Tom might run it back to the big one.
Yeah.
Cowboys week 1 win, I'm saying it. This is going to be my bold prediction for the boys for one reason and one reason only. If it wasn't for the kicker, we would have beat them week 1 last year. That's the only reason why we lost the game. He missed.
Maher?
Was it Maher? I don't know. I can't even tell you who he was. I'm glad he's gone, whoever he is. All right.
Who just heading out? Zerline?
I think it was Greg Leg that missed
Greg
it.
missed those, and then
Greg
yeah,
missed
Maher?
it, and Maher's here now.
Yeah.
Greg the Leg was just awful for us that game. We literally lost because he missed 2 extra points and a field goal. That's the only reason why we lost. I think, I'm not saying the Cowboys are back by any means. I'm just saying coming out week 1, there's something to prove. We know there was a sour taste left with some awful calling. I think Dak's going to ball out. I'm expecting a big year from CD. I think they win the division I'm back with them winning the division because of
the Jason Peters sign.
Yeah, for sure. Finally, there's somebody on the offensive line I can believe in. After the injuries, you still got Michael Parsons. You still have a turnover machine, and help me out here,
Trayvon Diggs.
Trey Diggs. I think the Cowboys win this one, and I think it's going to be 30-28. 30-28 Cowboys.
What you got?
I'm taking the Bucks.
That's fair.
It's the GOAT.
Yep.
I like what they got with I think Leonard's back in shape.
I hear Leonard's not getting as many touches, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who's their number 2 right now?
Gio Bernard.
I like Gio Bernard, too. I think he's a dog. Godwin, Evans, Julio. Like, come on.
Godwin, Evans, Julio.
I'm with you.
I think on the defensive side of the ball, you still got one of the top defenses in football.
That's
not
fair.
even close.
Levante David, Devin White.
Yeah.
Shaq Barrett.
It's Antoine Winfield. I think their corners still need to get upgraded a little bit. I think.
Yeah, got Carlton Davis. He left also.
I think they need to make some upgrades at the cornerback position if they want to make it to a big soup. But for this game, I'm taking the Bucks. It's gonna be a close one though. I think they win on a last-second field goal. 30-27.
Okay.
Ben.
As the resident Patriots fan, I typically do not go against Tom Brady, so I will be taking the Buccaneers in this game.
Same with you guys.
I will go... Ooh.
Come on, man.
It's going to be a tight game, but I'll go 27-24.
I appreciate you guys saying it's going to be
Mazz on the island.
I'm on the
For
island.
the first time.
I needed a pick to go the other way for the
I've
crowd.
had 2 islands.
And why not just rock with the boys, you know?
I got 2 islands. I got the Falcons game and I had the Cardinals Chiefs.
Yeah,
game.
I needed an island. So this is the game that it's if I'm wrong, I expected to be wrong. But I had to go another way.
One more game.
Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson goes back to Seattle. Broncos,
come
Seahawks.
on.
Broncos country.
It's gonna be a
Let's
slaughter.
ride.
It is.
Are we
They're
all
going to be
Broncos?
riding all the way to multiple end zones, all right? Listen, I am not sold on Seattle. I think they honestly might be the worst team in the league.
I
Yep.
agree.
We
All
all
right.
Denver?
We're all Denver.
All right.
All
I think
Denver.
Broncos win this one 41-7.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I
Yeah.
think
It's
Russell's coming back with a
41-7.
vengeance. I do not trust Geno Smith at all.
I'll give them at least 35-10. I'll give them 10.
Yeah,
And that one touchdown's going to be a defensive score.
you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm going to say Broncos. I think it's gonna be like 40-13.
Well, we won't even know that score by next week's show.
That's true. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait until later that night. Yeah.
That's all right.
This is the time we actually break out our social media and put up the results each week.
Do you mean the social media that we never take advantage of having?
Yeah, because we're schmucks.
Yeah. I mean, we just need to get somebody to run the social media for us.
I can do that.
All right.
Connor, you
so-
want to run the social media?
I'll do it.
Did Connor just take on responsibility?
Wow, I love this guy.
Connor said, I will not be here for the show.
No,
But
I'm here for the show.
Oh, Ben's not here for the show.
I'm not here.
Ben, you
Ben,
should
Ben's
be
our
taking
editor.
on.
Ben's
I'm
our
your
editor.
editor.
Take on the social media too. Do something here. You're
I
not
can
even
do-
going to be here.
I'm your editor.
I love you, Ben.
That's so terrible.
Oh,
what you
dude,
just said to him.
Ben helps produce the show. He's the Ben. Ben, we love you. We wouldn't be here without you. We would not have. We'd have a recording because of Artie. We would not be able to put it anywhere.
You wouldn't
without
have an edit for it. You wouldn't have a place to put it.
Yeah,
You
we would
wouldn't
just
to
have it.
Exactly. You would just have it.
Ben, we love you. Connor, we appreciate you stepping up. That's what we love to see from you.
Sweet.
All right. So
W.
we're at 9 minutes left here.
W.
On Aunt
Connor
Mazz
moment.
Midday.
W.
Top 10 list.
It's our top 10 list.
And
good-
we're sticking with the NFL, right?
Yeah, our NFL preview is still going on. Top 10 NFL teams heading into the season. What do you got? I'm going to hold Mazz first.
Can we start with you first?
Why do you want to start with me first?
Because we started with me last time. I want you to start this one.
All right. Number 10, Colts.
Okay.
I like what the defense is. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a monster year. I think they're going to win the AFC South. But I think there's a few teams still ahead of them on the totem pole. But I still think they are going to be a top 10 team this season. Number 9, Raiders.
Okay. I like it.
I think they're pretty much in the same boat as the Colts. I think the Colts and Raiders have the same like level of talent on both on the side of the ball. So you can pretty much interchange the Raiders and the Colts. But for now, I'm going to say the Colts at 10, Raiders at 9. Number 8, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh.
I think their defense is really good. I think they're a little low. People are going to say maybe there should be a top 6, 7 team. But I think there are some teams that are better than them coming into this year. I'm going to say the 49ers are at 8. Number 7, my very own Baltimore Ravens. I'm not going to be biased and put them in the top 5 or top 3. But I think they're going to make noticeable improvements on the defense this year. We're all healthy. We're back to where we were. I like the Ravens at number 7. Number 6, I'm going to take the... This is tough, but I'm going to say the Cowboys. I have the Cowboys a little higher than the Ravens. I think they're going to win the division. I think they're going to have a pretty good season. 12 wins, probably around that area. Cowboys are going to be at number 6 for me. Number 5, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is still there. They're probably going to win the NFC North again. I think the Vikings are going to make it close, but I think the Packers pull out and they are going to be number 5. Number 4, it's tough, but I might give it to the Bengals. They just won the AFC last year. They gotta be a little higher than the Ravens in the preseason rankings. They made noticeable improvements. The team's better than they were last year, so I'm gonna keep them at number 4. Number 3. This is tough, but I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Chargers. I think with the defense that they got, they should be one of the top 5 in the league. And I told you I think Herbert's gonna be my MVP pick coming into the year. I like the Chargers at number 3. Number 2, the Bills. Josh Allen's probably be the MVP runner-up. I don't think the running attack's going to be there to start the year, but as the year progresses, they're going to incorporate a little bit more. Defense is going to be solid. They always have a great team. Last few years, Bills too. And then number 1 is going to be the reigning soup champs, the LA Rams. Actually, I didn't even put the Bucks on this list. I meant to kick someone off this list for the Bucks. I'll kick the Colts off, and I'll move everyone down. Put the Bucks at 4, and then I'll have I'll put the Rams at 1. So that list, put the Bucks at 4, Rams at 1.
Got you. I don't hate it. I think I'm going to have to disagree with it a little bit.
I don't
here,
have the
though.
Chiefs in my top 10. I think the Chiefs will be just outside the top 10.
That is the boldest prediction I've ever heard right here. I think the Chiefs will regress. I don't think they're falling out of the top 10, though, just because you still have a great coach in Reed. You still have arguably the best quarterback talent.
I just think their defense is not going to be
I'm with
great.
you. I'm also with you.
They weren't top 10. You think they were top 10 last year?
No.
In the
No,
league?
if they were like,
I mean, they made it
10.
to the AFC Championship game, but they just got hot late in the season.
for sure. I mean, listen, they did enough to stop Allen, right? In that big game. So
They didn't stop them at all.
no, but I'm saying like they came out with a win, right?
Yeah.
And that was because of the offense. So that just goes to show that the team has done enough, even when the defense is getting
All right.
diced.
So
you know?
top 10.
So for me, I think the Raiders got to be there.
Yep.
I just think the addition of Adams is going to be absolutely insane for them. That's number 10 there. I think the Broncos are probably going to be number 9 for me. Nope, you know what? I'm lying. Broncos aren't making my top 10.
Yeah.
Going with the Ravens.
Okay.
Ravens at 9. It's Lamar Jackson. Contract here, as you said. It's a quality move. I just I don't feel that it's going to be nothing much special. You guys, why are you guys standing up? You guys are like intimidating me here.
It's great.
Anyway.
Because I like to stretch, man.
Oh, yeah,
We've been
it is
sitting
what
here
it
for
is.
2 hours.
8, I'm rocking with them boys. They're not going to do much more than that. I think it's just going to be, they're going to win the division. I think we might have regressed without having Amari Cooper there. But yeah, rocking with Dak there. Then this is where things get a little interesting. I'm going to say the Packers at 7.
All right.
Just because it's Aaron Rodgers, but I am not convinced with that defense, and he doesn't have anybody to throw to. Romeo Doubs might be somebody to look out for, but that's about it. Then I'm going to go with the Chiefs at 6. What can you say? I mean, it's Patty Mahomes, right? I'm taking the 49ers after that, just because I think Trey Lance is going to be better than Jimmy G. And that team is still quality, so they're getting an even better quarterback. After that, I'm probably going to go... Interesting. I think I got to go with the Bengals.
Okay.
Have I said Chargers yet?
No.
Where am I at? 5?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to say the Bengals. It's going to be one of the top offenses in the NFL, as it should be. Not really sold on the defense as much, and that's why I have the Chargers right above them. Defense is going to be outstanding. Herbert might be the MVP. It's possible. It's not out there. They're looking very great on both sides of the ball. Then after that, I think it's got to be the Rams. I'm at 2, right?
Yeah, 3, I think.
I'm at 3. Who did I miss? Oh, yeah, my bad. I think I got to go with the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Because Josh Allen's going to be coming back with a vengeance. That defense is going to be interesting, but I got to put the reigning Big Stoop games over them. Rams at 2, Bucks number 1. I think the Bucks are coming for the chip.
All right. I like the list. Ben, Connor, quickly give us your top
All right,
10.
I'll lightning round mine just because you guys.
Sorry, I took up the time.
No, you're all good. You're all good. All right, so honorable mention, I'll go with the Ravens. You know, I think Lamar's gonna have a good year, contract year. All right, 10 Colts, 9 Raiders, 8 Bengals, 7 Broncos, 6 Packers, 5 Chargers, 4 Chiefs, 3 Rams, 2 Bucks, and the Bills are 1.
No boys? Tell me you don't love me.
No
Tell me you
boys
don't love
either.
me. Keep it going.
They're my second honorable mention. if I
No
had to
boys
choose
either.
one.
10 Eagles. They're winning the NFC East.
Get out of here.
They're 10. 9 Colts. They're taking the AFC South. I think they're the best team there. They got a lot of money. You know, they can do a lot of good things. 49ers 8. I think they're still good. Even we'll see if Trey Lance can get them to the next level. Chiefs fall down to 7 for me because with the losses, but they're still a great team. Packers again losses, but they're 6 for me because they're still a great team. I think. 5 Bengals. They AFC champions last year. And they got better, so they got to be up there somewhere.
Al Collins.
4 Chargers. I think they're the most underrated riser out of them all. They have the best defense, maybe, or not the best defense. They're the best pass rush in the league. They might win the A. They might be dark horse for that division. 3 Rams because they're defending champs. 2 Bucks, 1 Bills. That's my soup team right there. Bills winning the whole thing against the Bucks.
Dude, I hope you're right there because my father suffered just way too much with this team. Big announcement. We know that my cousin was leaving the Cleveland Browns, right? Mm-hmm. He has a new team, fellas. He announced the new team. I don't love the pick, but here was the criteria. The team could not have been in the playoffs last year, could not have ever won a big soup. It was down to 4 teams between Jacksonville, the Cardinals, the Chargers, and Atlanta.
Cardinals made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but because he's from Kearney, they are the Cardinals. That was the exception.
Okay.
But the other 3 weren't in the playoffs, and none of them have ever won a big soup. Right? So that was the criteria with that one exception. He chose the Chargers. I think that's a bandwagon move, but it is what it is. But it's a rising bandwagon move. You know, it's not like it's right there. But, hey, that's it. I thought it was going to be Jacksonville. I thought that should have been the pick, personally. But I don't know. I just think if you're going to change teams, you should have to suffer a little bit, you know?
For sure. Well, you've been listening to Ant Mazz the Midday here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Thank you guys.
Now on Mondays.
We'll
be back with a time. We're still working on that.
Yeah. We'll see in the coming week.
It might just be Ant for the first half hour.
It might just be me because Mazz has class till 12:30 on Mondays.
We'll see. Hopefully we can work something out with the program director.
Ben,
here.
thank you once again for joining us again. You'll be on your hiatus for a little bit.
Ben, we love you.
We miss you again.
And you were listening to 90.3 WMSC
I just said
Upper
it.
Montclair and Mazz in the midday.
I just said
we
that.
did it. I know. I don't pay attention when you talk.
Schmuck. He was Rock of the Week this week, so we get to do it again. But thank you guys so much for listening again here on 90.3 WMSC at Upper Montclair.
Thanks.
We just said it 3 times.
Said it 3 times.
Thank you, guys.
And now, 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo! See you Monday.
Mondays.
Bye, everyone.
Next week.
At some time.